the link is in the description. I'm sorry, it's in the chat. The link to the StreamYards is in the description of the chat. And on here, back again, is Mikkel. Probably text at some point today. Maybe some other people, we'll see. But yeah, I will go to YouTube and I will pin the link to the description right after I turn the music off. So let me go to YouTube. Sorry, I'm trying to get my shit together for this particular stream. I don't think I have a CBS broadcaster that I have access to that I can watch it live. So I'm going to have to rely on Stream East again, which bothers me because I don't know that they're all that good, but whatever.
They're about to kick off.
Yeah,
right
I'm watching
now.
it. Yeah, I'm watching the Stream East feed, which I know is always way behind.
I'm at the mountain at right now, please.
Let's see.
Well, Ted, go.
He'll be back on soon. He wanted to step away to get something to eat too. As soon as we finished up the last stream, he took off for a minute, and so did I. I wanted to get up and walk around and talk to the woman for a little bit. Since 6 of 8, 9. Well, no, about the time this game is over, about the time she'll be going to bed. So hopefully I'll be able to hang out with her a little bit more before
I
the end
went
of the night.
in the long-term winter about now in Wyoming is like that I right now, Frank.
You're doing what?
It's a white out outside.
Oh, it's a whiteout outside where you're at?
Yeah,
Oh, no shit.
I walked into the it was cold.
You went to walk in a whiteout. That's pretty bold.
Yeah. Well, my car not running right now, so I gotta walk right now.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not think I have a CBS affiliate that I can watch this game on all my streaming stuff. So unless it's on Hulu, but I doubt it. I don't have Hulu TV. I don't want to pay that much extra.
You don't got that what I got, Frank. I got the Hulu TEITE on my Hulu.
Oh, it's on Paramount Plus. I have Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
So that makes me happy. I'll be able to watch it a little more live.
Well, all real Frank.
I think I have to log into Paramount on here, though. I don't think I've logged in on this yet. Yeah, I have to log in. Can it just won't let me log in. Can I just log in? Because I have a login for Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus.
I want to get that so bad, but I paid for Peacock. I paid for Hulu, Netflix, ESPN, Disney. I got almost everything. Almost but Paramount.
My Fire Stick will not let me try to log into Paramount.
Oh.
No, I'll figure it out. I mean, worst case scenario, I can always watch the pirated version of it, but I don't think I have it on my iPad either.
Well, about to get home right now.
I'll watch the pirated one for now. If that's what I got, then I'll watch that one for now.
And got milk for me. And so,
what I'll do is I hate using my remote to do anything. This is annoying. And why is this not picking up yet? Play. Unless I have to go do it all again, which I might have to. Oh, no. All right, so where I'm at right now is it looks like the kickoff happened and Burrow's coming onto the field for the first drive. Thanks to everybody who's coming back and hanging out. Let's see, we got, as I try to continue to do this, there I am right there. So I try to continue to do this. EJ, what's going on? Mad at the Eagles game? Yeah, me too. Very mad at the Eagles game. EJ wasn't muted. I was just taking a minute to get the stream together. Let's see. Mikkel's in here with us. EJ said, okay, I just did my reaction to the Niners versus Eagle game. Wait till you see it. I'll be here and eat lunch. Eating my lunch put away. Damn Eagles. Yeah. Eric Wallace, what's going on? Good to see you here. Insane Foot Rub back again. Nice. Insane Foot Rub is making it clear. It said, sorry, Tigers, from Mahomes is too good. It's Eagles versus Chiefs. It might be. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out when this is over.
Well, they did he felt good. So,
welcome Tex back to the show. He's joining us for what will hopefully be a more entertaining game.
Well, I will say it's a very exciting start to this game with Cincinnati almost throwing the pick to start the game here. So, they're making it fun for sure. Cincinnati handoff, run and gain about 5 on the play. So what do y'all think's gonna what's your prediction for this game? What's gonna happen here?
My gut says the Bengals. They've had even when Mahomes was healthy, they've had the Chiefs number.
So we've got a Kansas City Chief down on the field. Shear, number 80 something.
Chill down.
38. Oh, he pretty much ran his head into the chest of the Cincinnati Bengal running back. So, yeah. He got knocked the fuck out.
He got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati takes this. I'll say Cincinnati by 10. Cincinnati by 10.
I'm going to take Cincinnati by 14.
Wow. You think it's going to be by 14, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they win by 14, it'll be because they start knocking the Chiefs around late.
Yeah. If they get to Patrick Mahomes and that leg gives, then I could see by 14. But I'd say by 10, and honestly, that's stretching it for me. I'd say closer to 7, but I'll go by 10. So I don't know what the point spread is on this game. I didn't look it up, but
I don't know. Hold on.
NFL point spreads. Let's see what we got.
The point spread is. Damn it.
Come on, Yahoo.
I'm trying, but. Okay.
It's got Kansas. It's pretty much dead even. They got Kansas City giving 2.5, so they're the home team. So
it's pretty much got it at a push. So
yeah. They got the over-under set at 48.5.
I mean, but kind of like in that first game, for me, it's going to come down to quarterback play here. You know, with in the first game, you had an untested rookie quarterback, and in this one, you have an MVP quarterback with a bad wheel. So, you know, I mean, how does he hold out? You know, we know he likes to run, and with that leg like it is, he's not going to be able to at least as well as he normally would. So, I don't know. I mean, for me, that's the determining factor here.
I'm right. Yeah, we go, Cat.
That and I mean Cincinnati is lights out right now. I mean Joe on that other side, he is killing it. Joe Burrow is knocking him out right now. I mean, he's got that confidence going. Oh, Joe Burrow takes off, runs first down. He don't run very often. There you go, Burrow. Yeah, right now I think Cincinnati's the best team in football. I think they're winning it all. Oh, never mind. That's coming back. We got a false start on Kansas City, or false start on Cincinnati. Excuse me. A play's coming back. 3rd and 9. Let's see here. We're going from the shotgun formation on a 3rd and 9. And, Burrow Burrow's took down. Sack, Kansas City. Big stop. There you go.
I got cut down and Paul right now with 13 10. He had to play in the per.
Paramount Plus, open Paramount Plus.
What's on Paramount Plus?
They're actually airing this game on Paramount Plus.
Good game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it more, like, because the Stream East, I like it for when I have to use it, but
right. I've got a website that I use. It's not Stream East or whatever. I forget the name of it. It's something else, but it's kind of glitchy. You know, it's one of those deals. You know, that's like how I was watching the Rumble last night. I was using a different site for it.
I was just watching on Peacock.
Well, I was watching with a group of people and nobody had a Peacock subscription, so I told them my website and they put it on their TV, so it worked out. Kansas City starts it off with a handoff and they get basically nowhere. Mahomes looks stiff.
Well, he's got that ankle. I don't know. I'm just now catching up with the game. I'm now watching it on Paramount Plus. But, not the best return, but, I mean, not a terrible one for a punt.
100 punting now.
Yeah, right now I'm sitting at 11:36, and Kansas City's throwing the ball on a 2nd and 9. I don't know where y'all are.
I have felt him right now.
I'm as caught up as I can be.
Right.
EJ says, "Is Jen watching the game?" No, she's watching Big Bang Theory. She's a Houston fan. She stops watching football after week 18 because they're done playing.
She's a Texan fan. I feel sorry for her.
Yeah, most of her, well, she was born just outside of Houston. So she's got a lot of family down there. And her dad is actually a Cowboys fan, which made last week a lot of fun. So,
Oh God!
I'm sure there was a fun exchange of text messages between the two of you.
Just some looks and winks, like, yeah, we know. We all know.
I don't know anybody who's a Texan fan. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm literally in the heart of cowboy country, but you know, I mean, you don't see anybody in Houston gear whatsoever.
Because they suck.
Yeah, it is true. Well, Houston sucks so bad that they couldn't even be the worst sucking team. They had to go win that game and lose the first pick of the draft. That's how bad they suck.
Yeah.
So,
And
I mean, if you're good.
And they'll coat up.
There's Kelsey for a good-sized catch down to inside the 30.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I will say this. The AFC is pretty much where all the good quarterbacks are. Obviously, the NFC's got like Jalen Hurts and a few others. But the AFC is just chock full of good quarterbacks.
Why do you think Brady wanted to come to the NFC?
Right, exactly. There's no competition.
He knew he was going to look good by comparison.
Right. So where do you think Brady's going? I mean, does he stay in Tampa? Does he go elsewhere? Where do you think he goes?
I hope he retires. I think it's going to be a better NFL when he's gone.
Well, he's got like a $400 million contract or whatever from Fox to go call games. Why wouldn't you just go do that?
That's what I'm saying. If I were him, why stick around?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, at best, you go to the Jets or the Raiders or somebody, and you don't win another year. Go take that offer from Fox and go call football games.
Yeah.
Oh, Chiefs touchdown? Did they give it to him?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, did he? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he didn't complete the catch. Oh, we got a 4th and 5 here. That completely changes it. No catch.
Yeah, I mean, whatever Brady does, I really don't care. It's going to be a better league. It's going to be a better league when he leaves.
Yeah.
I don't want him with the Niners. I don't want somebody who's going to play for a year or two. I want to establish a quarterback we're going to have for a while, even if it is Trey Lance.
But aren't you worried that Trey Lance, his health issues are never going to go away?
Well, not enough to think that Brady's the answer.
Oh no, I agree to that. But I mean,
would I like to have Joe Montana back? Sure, the Joe Montana from 1985, 86. Sure, why not?
I'll be right back, guys.
But I mean, just now seeing that touchdown play, I don't know. Just on the surface, it looks like a catch. But I mean, like I said, I don't like the idea of getting a guy for 1 or 2 years. When it comes to quarterback, you have to have a guy who's going to be there for a while. He needs to be a franchise guy who's going to be there for a decade or more. And getting Brady is great for 1 year, but if he wins, but let's say he signs with the Niners this year, they make him the starter and make Lance the backup and keep Purdy as the third stringer and let Garoppolo go. What happens is the Niners will go win a Super Bowl next year, and then Brady's going to decide, you know what? That was how I want to end my career. I'm going to go ahead and retire. I won my 7th or 8th Super Bowl, whatever it would be, and I got to play a year for my hometown team. Now I'm going to go. And then what? The Niners are hunting for a quarterback again. So am I really willing to give up the next 10 years of potential success for one Super Bowl or one good year when I could have either Brock Purdy or Lance or Garoppolo or whoever else I want to go with and have 10 years of success and win 2 or 3 or 4 Super Bowls? It's like I would rather win I'd rather have a hand in 2 or 3 or 4 Super Bowls than have one.
Too, Frank.
And then top it off, if you want to look ahead as to what quarterbacks are going to be available, at like for the free agency or the draft or whatever, if you don't like what you see, then I mean, what's the point in having Brady for a year or two if you want to make him a bridge? It doesn't make any sense to me.
I think he could retire. I really do.
I want him to retire. And also because what more can he really do?
he told me to prove to he a team he already tell. Why would he come back?
Well, here I think he's coming back because he doesn't know what else he wants to do, and I've seen this happen with a lot of athletes over my life that I've rooted for. It's like guys that end up signing that extra contract with another team just because they don't know what to do outside of the sport. I saw it with guys like Andre Dawson and Ricky Henderson, guys that had just kind of they got past their prime.
Yeah.
They weren't really going to be a significant part of any of their team, like Ricky Henderson specifically. It's like that last year, a couple of years that he spent playing for. Who do you play for? He played for the Padres for like half a year. He signed with. I mean, he played. I mean, like a couple different teams that he whatever team he finished with.
That good though. At that point.
Yeah, he wasn't the Ricky Henderson of the '80s and early '90s that he was. So he stuck around for far too long because he didn't know how to let go of the game. And I don't want to see players do that because they don't have anything better to do with themselves. They don't know what to do with themselves. I mean, go forward, be a commentator, go do some, start a podcast, do some shit, get into business, whatever. But I mean, go out and do something and move on from the game. Yeah.
Your team of Warrior will make a playoff.
It probably will. I mean, as long as they've got Steph and everybody healthy, they can. I really since I've got to see the Warriors win a couple of titles and then basketball turn into kind of the farce that it's become. I haven't really been watching it, so I still hate LeBron. LeBron's the one I really want to see retire. I think it's even a better league when he goes for sure. But I'm tired. Like, did you see his reaction from the foul call that he thought should have happened at the end of the game last night?
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious, bro? Are you gonna have a fucking hissy fit and throw a temper tantrum over that? I was like, you're whatever. It's gonna be a much better NBA when LeBron leaves.
Well, they obviously didn't give him the touchdown. I think the reason they didn't give it to him was he had it until he hits the ground, and then once he kind of turns over, he does it.
It seems like right before he hits the ground, the ball starts to turn around a little bit, so he doesn't have complete control anyway.
Well, not just that, but once he hits the ground, he kind of fumbles with it and wrestles with it. I think that's what gave him that's what took it away from him, I mean. So we've got Kansas City 3, Cincinnati Bengals 0 with I can't see how much time's on the clock on the field. Not much time. Oh, at 8:50 left on the clock. 8:50. We got Kansas City kicking it off back to the Bengals here. Let's see if Joe can get these old boys fired up and start, dropping bombs.
The field goal good, so it's 3-0 right now.
Kickoff is in the air. Short kick, not a good kickoff. Didn't even barely get to the 10. Uh-oh. Cincy brings it out. Where'd they get it out to? Mahomes, a graduate he's a Texas Tech Red Raider. The career head-to-heads of 327 to 252 passing yards, 8-1 and 6-2 for passing touchdowns, 3 wins to 0 for Patrick Mahomes. He has never beaten Joe Burrow, and I don't think he will today either.
Well, he didn't look like he was unhealthy or too hobbled on the last drive. So maybe once the adrenaline gets going and he starts moving around on it and it loosens up, the ankle won't be a problem. But from what I was reading, like he had a high ankle sprain last week, and that's kind of dangerous because of that tendon that gets injured in a high ankle sprain is what holds the tibia and the fibia together where it meets. So if you do any serious damage to that, it can be pretty shitty. You're looking at a long healing process. So
if he takes, let's say he gets sacked and that leg goes out, that could be lights out for him. That could be it. You know what I mean? Kansas City bringing the blitz again, bringing Burrow down. Cincinnati offensive line not doing him any favors whatsoever. This game might be closer than I thought it was going to be.
I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. I mean, I feel like Cincinnati's probably going to win.
Right. Well,
But
I predicted by 10 at the most, but it might be a field goal. Who knows? Cincinnati with a third 13 from their 35.
I am getting down and 8 right
So
now.
you're just right behind me then. Flag. Delay of game. We're going to back them up 5.
delay of games to me are stupid penalties. Why do you even have them?
Yeah, well, it seems like the simplest penalty to not get to. I mean, why? I mean, there's clocks all over that stadium. You can't see it. You know what I mean? That, like,
And the reason they put the play clocks at either end of the field is so the quarterback can look at it.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's gigantic clocks on either. Oh, sack again. Holy moly, Kansas City defense came to play, folks.
Dang. They
We got a 4th down, and the punt team is taking the field. Well, I guess they can't score any points if the quarterback's on his back on the field, right? So, hell of a way to win a ball game. There was nobody open on that either. You look, every wide receiver was double covered, it looked like, with red jerseys. What? Good punt. Good punt. Down to about the 28-yard line.
I'm still waiting for the play where he gets sacked.
Holy crap.
You're way beyond Frank.
Well, the problem is I'm watching a streaming service. I'm not watching it on live TV.
Right.
I'm not over you right now.
That wasn't even a coverage sack. It's just like the offensive lineman let him through. He didn't have time to even throw the ball.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There was nobody open, and he didn't have time to do anything. He just had to take it. I will say one thing I do like about him as quarterback, though. When Joe knows when he's about to get sacked, he protects the football. He hugs that thing like it's his child or something. He doesn't get a lot of fumbles on turnovers, so I will give him credit on that too.
Ooh, that good punt.
Another commercial for Cocaine Bear.
They're plugging the hell out of that movie now, man.
I'm telling you what, man. This movie looks great. This looks like it's going to be so much fun.
When that come out,
February 15th. Or I know it's in February, but it may not be 15th. Oh, no. The 15th is a Winnie the Pooh. February 24th. February 24th. Yeah. So the next couple weeks after that. That's going to be a fun movie.
Right at Daytona.
Yeah. I love going to Daytona. It was so I was so happy that I actually got to go to the track, and we went all over it. On top of it, we got to go to the press room where they do their interviews. It was just for me, it was like a religious experience. It was just one of those things. It was so cool.
I was down the day down die. So
I got to spread my stepfather's ashes all over the track, and we spread some right there at the Dale Earnhardt statue. That was his favorite driver too, and it was just so cool.
Mine too. I'm trying.
All right, well, we got a Kansas City takes over here at 6:16 left in the first quarter, up 3-0. First down on the Kansas City 33. Mahomes takes a snap, drops back, and picks up Kettle for about 4 yards. Or no, it's not Kettle. That's
Kelsey.
Sorry, I'm thinking wrong team. Six and say he ain't throwing to him. Never mind. Unless a trade in a really quick flight happened, he didn't throw to him. Mahomes he's getting rid of that ball quick. He's kind of leery about. It's almost like he's worried about that first hit, which is understandable.
But he playing good right now.
On that play, he looks a little hobbled. I mean, he's obviously not moving as well as he normally does. Yeah,
he's hopping. He's not as smooth, what I mean. But I mean, it's in a weird way, it would almost probably be good if he did take that first hit to kind of get those nerves out of the way. It's like, okay, I can make it, you know what I mean? But we got a Kansas City first down. I've never really liked Cincinnati's helmets with just the tiger stripes on them. I think it'd look better if they put the actual, like, the tiger head logo that they have on the side of the helmet. It might look better. I've always thought that.
I don't generally care too much about the helmet logos. I don't think it matters.
I like the logos. I've always liked, I like when the Cowboys use the logo of the actual cowboy on the horse that they had back in the 60s.
Yeah.
That's the logo that goes with the throwback uniforms. I like that better than just the plain star. But I don't know. I'm a logo guy. I've always been drawn to them. So we got a Kansas City. We got a 3rd and 1, and from maybe a first down. I'm not sure. Did they give it to him?
He got it.
We have a Kansas City lineman slow to get up.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, yeah, he got it. Yeah. Barely, but he got it.
But he's down now.
Somebody's calling.
Yeah, my daughter calls me at the worst times.
10 kid.
There you go.
So this game might be cool than we thought that.
What's that?
This game might come down to the wire.
Oh, it very well could. So where do you think Andy Reid will end up in, like, the lineage of greatest head coaches of all time? Like, do you think he makes the list? I mean, he's won Super Bowls with 2 teams, very successful.
I would put in that one. He got 3 Super Bowl ring of Paul.
I think he has 3. He got 1 with Kansas City in, 2009 2 with the Eagles, right?
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I could be wrong about the numbers, though.
I could be wrong too. But he got down with, he might be top 10.
He's definitely on the list. Kansas City's driving down the field here. We got another first down into the red zone and about the 8-yard line for a Kansas City first down for a 1st and goal here.
They're running the ball now. What was that? Did you see that?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, it was some kind of weird trick play that they gave him possession for. Uh-oh, hang on.
Yeah, what the hell was that stupid-ass lateral?
Yeah, I'm surprised they even gave him the first down on that. I'll be honest with you.
They did?
Yeah, they gave him a first down on it. Well, that was an idiot throw by Mahomes.
He take the ball.
Well, he doesn't because he laterals it to the other guy. The other guy doesn't catch it, so it should have been an incomplete. But we're here now. We're past it. Mahomes hands off, and Cincinnati or Kansas City touchdown. 10-0 Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, wait. This is coming back. We've got a holding call on Kansas City. Oh, no. Number 77.
What was that? Did you see that?
That was almost a pick.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe my only feeling not that good now because
we'll find out how bad he's hurting once he takes his first hit. We'll see. Let's see how jittery he gets standing up. He was hit as he throws that one.
I'll cut down.
They have so many different styles of helmets in the NFL now. Different cutout patterns. Like, you just look at them, there's 5 or 6 different ones that got out now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Again, it's marketing. They know that we're going to go out there and buy one of every kind of hat for our team.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like when you look at the players, you know, this player wears a more traditional helmet where there's no cutouts in it. This one's got 15 different cutouts in the helmet. It's just used to that they were more uniform with the style of helmets. Now they've got, like, every player has their own kind of deal, it seems like.
You remember back in the day when guys had, like, the full cages?
Oh, yeah.
They don't have that anymore either.
Right. Why'd they ever outlaw that?
I don't know why. But I don't know why they did it. But
the only thing that drives me crazy is people like Zeke. Whenever he whenever his face mask has the full sunglass shield in it, and it's like an indoor stadium. That drives me so crazy. I hate that.
I know.
I mean, you know, he's the definition of wearing sunglasses inside the football. You know, like, why are you doing this, you moron? Here we go. We got a third and goal. Third and goal from the 19 for Kansas City. Can they punch it in here?
I don't got anything about Tomlin Parker, and he okay?
He broke his leg. I
He
know
broke
that
his
much.
leg.
Yeah.
Will we need surgery?
Supposed to. I mean, it's going to take a while. It'll take 2 or 3 months, but I mean, we'll see. I mean,
Hello?
we'll see if he's able to. We'll see if Tony Pollard still has that speed that he did before. Sometimes when you break him legs like that, where he did, you don't come back as good. That's another position that I think Dallas needs to go draft for, and that's running back.
Yeah, I do too.
Or trade for one or do something. But
get rid of Elliott.
Well, if you can't get rid of him, they need to do like they're talking about and renegotiate his contract down to something less, and so they can actually afford to go get somebody. Because unfortunately, they're paying Zeke $50 million. They have I forget how much cap room, but they've got like less than $3 million cap room. I want to say.
Yeah, they do.
Something like that.
We don't have that cap room problem that like probably you'll become precut by.
And hopefully, stupid idiot Kellen Moore doesn't have an offensive coordinator position either. He needs to go, and I'd keep McCarthy. I like Mike McCarthy as head coach of the Cowboys.
I do too.
I do think he's a good coach. I just wish Jerry would kind of take the reins off a little bit, but we know that's not going to happen. So
Jerry needs to retire.
Yeah, he's Jerry Jones is the Vince McMahon of football. That's never going to happen.
I wish I could watch this on live TV instead of the streamers.
Me too, but that's all I got. I don't people that cable bullshit.
Oh, I don't have cable neither. All I've got one of those converter boxes on my regular television and you just hook your antenna to the converter box and you get I've got like 60 something channels. Like I've got more than I ever need for free. So
I stopped paying for cable probably 15 years ago.
Oh, it's a waste. There ain't enough shows on there to keep up with.
Well, there's plenty of shows, but there's just plenty of places that I can find them. I don't have to pay for cable.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's not enough shows on there that I'm interested in, and with internet, you can find whatever you need to. And the kick is good, so it's 6-0 instead of 10-0.
I am come home right now.
They are. I tell you what, Cocaine Bear and Ant-Man has been played all over football today.
Yeah, I know.
They are really going hard. That Ant-Man, I might have to go see that. That movie looks pretty cool. I normally don't go to the theater to watch Marvel movies, but I'm kind of interested in that
one. Okay, now I got the pill go.
Amy Wershing passed away, the actress. It's a bummer.
Dang.
Who did?
Annie Wershing. She was did you watch? I don't think you watched the last season of Picard.
No.
I did.
She played the Border Queen.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a
she
Star
was on-
Trek.
She was on 24 and a bunch of other stuff.
I've seen very little Star Trek. I've seen one of the new movies, some of the old original show, and some of the Next Generation, but not enough to. Oh, and I saw the one older Star Trek movie where they fought the robot people.
The robot.
I don't know what
vague. It's a little vague.
No, it's the ones that like they put it had Picard in it, and the robot people that had the like they kidnapped people and put mechanical stuff on them.
Yeah, the
board or something.
Yeah,
the board. That's who
Yeah.
she played in the last season of Picard. She played the board.
Okay. Yeah. I thought the board was pretty cool. Star Trek kind of bored me. I never got into it.
I got one.
Hey,
Hey,
look who gets to join us for a bit. It's the gatekeeper. What's up, brother? I wasn't actually paying attention to the actual stream itself. I was looking around.
Did you see me in the chat or your cell phone?
The chat, actually. I was paying attention to my iPad. So
I'm trying to do everything incognito. I'm like texting you, and I'm like, fuck it. I'll just have to dump it in the chat then.
No, I was reading this article about Ann Wershing.
Yeah, we're sitting here watching your home state's Chiefs go up 6-0 on the Cincinnati Bengals right now.
Hey, a field goal at a time. I mean, at least with the Cowboys, the difference there is this kicker can actually hit a I mean, get this dude hit every fucking field goal, but he couldn't hit an extra point.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping. Well, I haven't seen any tweets or contact from Brett Mahar since, so I'm hoping Jerry had him whacked on the way home. Like
he may have just done the job for him.
They were 30,000 feet over Arizona. They just pushed him out of the back of the airplane. They're like, we're done with you.
I'm hoping Jerry did the whole tap on the nose on the way to the airplane so the pilot knew what to do. He didn't quite make baggage claim. So
when they push him out of the back of the plane, they give him a backpack and it says spare on it, like in Roger Rabbit. Yeah. I think he wants a spare, Mikey. No! It's a tire.
No.
Well, Drew, you got a chance to watch the NFC game, I hope.
No, I didn't watch any of it. I was live myself.
Never mind. You don't need to watch any of it. We didn't talk about it.
Oh no.
No, we'll see.
Emily was updating me, and she said, "Oh, Frank and J-Man are going to be pissed." And I said, "Oh, they can wallow and cry. Okay, they've had a much better team the last 25 years. So
San Francisco, the 49ers proverbially shit the bed, you could say. So,
I heard it wasn't too pretty.
I felt horrible. I felt horrible saying that the Eagles were going to win anything. It hurt my Cowboy soul to say that.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I was going for the Niners. I can't in good faith go for the
Eagles. But
Niners.
I can't root. I couldn't openly say I support the team that just beat my team, though. I also can't do that. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I stand firm on what I said earlier. That if you'd have got me after the Kansas City game, I would have said there's no fucking way that the Niners are going to do any good in the playoffs this year. If they sneak into a playoff spot, fine, that's as good as it's going to get. And Drew, we haven't said over on your show, I was like, you're starting a rookie quarterback essentially who has taken all of 12 snaps in the last 2 years. Didn't play his last year in college. Only got a chance to play in two games his rookie year and didn't look good in either one of them. Both of those were against teams that were not so great. Yeah, he's had a whole off season to train, but how good is he really going to be? And I was like, my expectations coming into the year were if we sneak into a playoff spot with 10 or 11 wins, I'll be pretty happy. That's not bad. And then he gets hurt, and then Garoppolo comes in, and it gives me a little more hope because I have way more faith in Garoppolo.
Cincinnati.
And I think I even mentioned on your show, I was way to the idea of keeping Garoppolo as a starter for another year. I felt that made more sense. So when Garoppolo comes in, they start doing pretty well. I'm like, okay, this is kind of what we expected. And then Garoppolo gets hurt. At that point, I'm like, yeah, we're done. We're probably not going to win a game the rest of the year. Brock Purdy coming in and finishing off that game was kind of a nice little feeling. And he wins a couple, and I'm like, yeah, but he's he's the last pick in the draft for a reason. How much hope can we really put on this guy? And then 11 wins later, I'm like, I don't know. Is this that Tom Brady like get meteoric rise that we haven't seen since him? But
dang
it had
another sack.
Like I said, I am not upset about the Niners making it to this game at all. I mean, I didn't know what this game was going to be. The question is now is what happens next year.
Didn't I tell you or ask you, not tell you, but didn't I ask when Brock Purdy was going to collapse, or was that J-Man? I can't remember who I said that to.
It might have been Jay.
Because I was like, I kind of like the Cinderella story, but at the same time, it's only a matter of time.
Has anybody checked on J-Man to make sure that he didn't like harm himself after the football game?
I should take that and be like, bro, you okay?
Do we need
send him the link. Send him the link to StreamYard. Do you need it in the shoulder or shoulder?
You need some group therapy.
He's either hammered drunk or he's already Chris Benoit himself. Like one of the two. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could have been a different game. I think it could have been a different. He's probably on a cruise ship right now. That's what he's doing. He's like, God damn it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna go book a cruise to make myself feel better. But,
he's probably on his 18th margarita or whatever he's drinking. He didn't even know there's a football game going on.
I think that could have been a different game had Purdy not gotten hurt. But at the same time, it's like they were pretty evenly matched anyway. And I didn't know if the Niners' luck was going to run out today or next week or whatever. So, I don't know. Like I said, given my expectations of the Niners coming to the year, I'm not that
Tony Pollard.
excited.
If Tony Pollard hadn't gotten hurt last week, I think y'all weren't even in the NFC title.
Yeah, I do too.
Once Dallas lost Tony Pollard, that changed that ball game.
Yeah, but
I still stand by that.
You guys still had Zeke. Zeke was your premier back for like 3 years.
Zeke sucks. Zeke can't even get 3 yards a carry. Are you kidding me? Zeke needs to, be put out to pasture and turned into glue. But
he needs to die.
He's a running back, and he's 27 years old, which means he's 5 years past his prime in NFL terms.
Exactly. He's averaging, 2.6 yards a carry or some nonsense like that? He's making millions of dollars a year.
Let me see.
No, thank you.
He did 3.8 this year. But he's been on a downward spiral. His best year was his rookie season.
Yeah.
He had 4 or 5 good years. Yeah, I mean, he broke 1,000 last year, but that was only after well over 200 attempts,
First down, Cincinnati, down to the 15-yard line. They're knocking on the door, people.
I wouldn't call him dog shit, but he's certainly going downward each year as I
He's bad enough that he doesn't deserve the contract that they're paying him. I will say that.
He's not getting passed to as much either, or at least receiving as much. That's another thing.
No, because you've got Tony Pollard, who's proven to be the better player, so he's getting more of the attention. Plus, you've got Schultz over there at tight end taking most of the passes that Zeke used to get.
Mm-hmm.
And
let's see what
CT,
See, Pollard broke 1,000 with less than 200 carries. Zeke never did that.
Yeah, that's why I say he. I hope that leg heals well and he can return to form because I'm a Pollard fan.
I am too.
Pollard underwent surgery. Yeah, good thing the season's over. He's got all this time.
Oh yeah, they said that the night after the game against the Niners that he had broken his tibia and was going to need like 3 months to recover.
Yeah.
So he be back in time for the net, right, Frank?
But as long as we've got Dak Prescott at quarterback and Jerry at the helm, we're not going to win anything. So it is what it is.
Why didn't Jerry get pushed out of the back of the plane?
I say that now. I know somebody's going to call me out on it, so I'm going to go ahead and own it. I know I say this until next year and the Cowboys get on a winning streak and I get back on the bandwagon and we're going to the Super Bowl, and then come playoff time, we suck again. So I've been on this ride before. I know how this goes. So.
Yeah.
You know, the one good thing about me ending the show is this would have been 3 years since I made the prediction to Deity that if the Cowboys didn't win, I'd have to do an entire show in Raiders gear. So I guess I don't have to do that. I mean, I'm in all black right now. Is that good enough?
Hey, if you did that, AJ Raider, you would be his favorite YouTuber if you did that.
Oh, see, AJ's probably texting Deity right now, like, did you guys make that deal? Because we need to figure out how to enforce
it. If you need a Raider jersey, he said earlier that he has 3 of them, so he'll probably mail you one to borrow if you wanted to or something. So don't waste your money.
I wouldn't mind having a Stabler or a Jim Plunkett jersey. That'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, see, if I do something like that, like it wouldn't be the dickhead Raider players the last 20, 30 years. It'd be a Plunkett or man, who else is worth mentioning for the Raiders other than Plunkett?
Tim Brown.
Wasn't a total.
Maybe Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson wasn't too bad.
Charles Woodson.
Or you could just get a generic one that says "We suck" for the last name.
That is true. Yeah.
I did. Hey, you didn't say what had to be on the. I'll just get a customized one.
You put "We suck" on the nameplate and then wear it backwards so that they can read it the whole time you're on camera.
Could you imagine that going into the jersey store or whatever? And what would you like for the last name? Just put "fuck Deity." Or for those who speak Casey, I could put "fuck Didity" on there.
Yeah.
Rich Gannon, okay. Even though Rich Gannon wasn't like Class A superstar.
Lyle Alzado, I could do the Lyle Alzado. I could do that.
Oh, no. Go get a custom one, but put John Madden's ghost on the back. And that's what you should do.
Well, no, Betty White's pelvis.
Oh, yeah. Betty White. There you go. Yeah.
I'll just put my team name on there.
Yeah, there you go. Now, okay, I think I know the answer to this question, but would your team name have been Betty White's pelvis if Casey had not done what he did?
It was before.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been the same one since we started doing any league stuff. With JB's league, I was the Kansas City Gaykeepers, and my helmet was pink.
Oh,
because everyone said it anyways. I'm like, I might as well make that my fucking team name then.
Frank, I do like that idea that you had the other day about doing a auto draft league where we don't pick our own teams. Everybody has to auto draft without a pull list. I do like that.
So
the whole draft is just auto, and then we have to deal with whatever happens.
Yeah, that's the idea. That pretty much that we don't have like a ranking or anything. Everybody auto drafts, and we have to figure it out with what we're given. That would be an interesting. Yeah, after the draft.
I could see doing that as like a free league. I don't know if I'd want to put money on that.
Oh no, yeah.
Or maybe just make it super cheap. It's like everybody throws in $10, so it's winner take all.
Right.
But I mean, without having total control over my draft, I wouldn't want to make big money out of it. But I think just for shits and giggles, just to see how it would go, I think it'd be
for
fun.
A free league. I think it's a fun idea.
Yeah, if we did, especially if we did 2 leagues and we did the not so money league, that kind of thing. That one would be actually drafted, but then a free league, by the way, Casey, wasn't that Betty White's dead pelvis that Melissa was waving in front of your face last night?
Is that what she was doing? Because
I don't know.
EJ tweeted me that clip, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on here, man.
Yeah,
she came into my chat last night and said Mel got him good, but she couldn't quite explain what had happened. She's like, I'll just post a video. And I saw the video, and it looks like she had just a flab of dead, like, skin that she cut off of, like, Casey's mom or something, and just started waving it in Casey's face. I'm like, is this where things are going now? Like mutilation?
I have no idea what that was. I mean, I watched that clip that EJ sent me. I was like, I don't really know about this, man. Do I even want to comment? I don't know what's going on here. Thanks for the new subscriber, by the way. SOT Productions. What's going on? Glad you're around. We don't usually do the football stuff. I'm just doing this today because I happened to have the day off. And the Niners were playing, and they're my team. At least they were. But yeah, we usually do more about movies and stuff like that, movie news reviews. So hopefully you like that kind of stuff and you'll stick around. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no. Last night after I was late to come into Casey's review last night, but he had his lady friend come in, and she was like, "Whose underwear are these?" And then she put them on his face while we were on camera. It was
underwear.
Oh, that's what? Oh, that's what. Yeah, I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, like I don't. To be fair, I was way gone last night. Like,
you were.
The text you're talking to now was not currently driving the train.
Yeah.
And but at one point there was underwears on his head, and it was a whole thing.
So Drew, did you get a chance to watch the Rumble last night?
I didn't. I saw who the winners of each Rumble were, but that was about it.
I tuned in for the championship match right at the end. I actually totally forgot it was even on.
And I know he retained.
Yeah. I if I'd have realized it was even going to be on last night, I might have tried to live stream it since I was home. But I was like, But I ended up watching a couple of movies and hanging out with the woman last night. And then when she went to bed, I was like, oh, the Rumble's on. I'm gonna go ahead and I figured it was towards the end, so I was like, I'll watch the last part of the Rumble, and I totally missed the both Rumbles. They decided to make them the first thing they did, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, they started with the men's. I've never seen that before.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense if it's say Money in the Bank night,
right?
And you're going to
big one for Kansas City.
Like, say there was going to be a big match or something that, like a big cash in at the end of the night and gives the participant of Money in the Bank a little time to rest or whatever.
Yeah, but one thing I realized, I think I may have mentioned this over on your channel at one point, is the WWE is going through this weird transitional period. They have to figure out what they're doing, what they're going to be moving forward. I think the best way is to take a step back. Because I was watching the press conference afterwards last night, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you're trying to portray yourself as a serious sports league when we all know you're fake.
Right.
I understand the sell, but even the hardcore fans know that this is all pretend. So the press conference after the thing, I was like, this isn't something you do. I much prefer the stuff in between matches where, you'll go and Mean Gene's there and he's got, Macho Man Randy Savage right before he walks out for the big match against Hulk Hogan. And then after the match is over, while they're getting set for the next match, you follow him backstage and they talk for a little bit about the match that just happened. Instead of all this shit after the fact, it's like I like the flow of that old way better. I think it was a better flow for what wrestling is, and not trying to make it out to be a real sport, which everybody and their damn brother knows it's not. I mean, stick to the entertainment value of it. Don't try to be like other sports.
That makes me think of, I won't say who it was. It's someone we all know, but I don't want to, it's their responsibility to say, hey, it was me. But I was talking to someone the other day, and they said, I was trying to show them some 90s wrestling, and they said they started watching much later, like Attitude Era. And I'm like, oh, there was so much good stuff. And I pulled up, it was a match where it was Repo Man versus Roddy Piper, and Repo Man came out and stole some woman's watch by giving her a hug, whatever, and he stole her watch off of her wrist as he was hugging her. And then he goes into the ring, throws it into his pocket or whatever. And then Piper comes out, and it becomes part of the match. And the match was maybe 4 minutes long. And then at the end, there was the redemption of, first of all, the finish was really cool, but then the redemption of getting the watch back and everything, and Roddy Piper getting a kiss, blah, blah, blah. Well, this person said, well, the 90s was nothing all but rest holds, and I just can't sit through all the rest holds. And so I started tossing out examples, and that was the match I used. I'm like, there may be a rest hold or two here, but even when that is happening, the commentary is covering for it.
Yeah,
they're building up the drama of the story, and that's where people like Monsoon and Heenan would shine.
Yeah,
and that's the problem today. You couldn't do a rest hold today because what are you going to have? Dildo Saxton and dipshit Cole having a conversation about why fucking Austin Theory is grabbing his crotch. I don't know.
I was about to bring Casey in. He had popped in, and then right as I was getting ready, I was waiting for Drew to finish his point before I brought him in, and then he just chirped out. So I guess we intimidated him right off the call.
Way to go, Casey.
Bye, Casey.
I don't know if you guys mentioned this. There was a field goal by the Bengals a little bit ago.
Yeah, the way I've got it right now. I've got about 4 minutes left in the first half. It's 6-3 Kansas City and 4th and 1, and I'm a little bit behind everybody else because I'm watching. On Paramount Plus.
I Palm 19 right now.
I've got the live feed on TV. I'm currently caught up. It's all good.
Well, one of the things that I'm curious just about is exactly whose underwear did she put in Casey's face last night? And let's go to the man himself. Casey, was that your mom's underwear? Did she rub your face?
Shit. There he is. And we're just a J-man away now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You gonna say something? There he is.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Casey's, whose underwear was that? Was that your mom's or was it yours?
I think it was his.
They look like a blue lacy kind of thing from what I got from that clip that EJ sent me.
Oh, what's wrong if that were mine underwear? What's wrong with that?
Oh,
are you
God.
not man enough to
Well,
wear underwear?
no. The worst part about it was the gigantic skid mark on the back, like you hit a deer on the way home or something. That was the worst part about it. But, I'm not judging. It's all good, I guess.
I mean, shit happens. Well, shit happens. It's not my fault. I had a little miss.
13-3 Kansas.
Can you guys not hear me?
Whatever Casey had to say. We hear you, but there's football happening. It's just more important than you and whatever.
That is true.
What were you saying now? I'm sorry. We're listening now. I mean, this team will actually make their extra points, so we don't have to worry about that. You go ahead.
You boo!
I'm looking at the fucking logo here. It's called self-deprecation humor, all right?
Drew is one of ours. He's allowed to joke about it. Anybody else, we kill him, but we can say all we want. It's okay.
All I can say is the Niners kicker only tried one extra point today and he made it. So,
now, so did you get an extra point last night, Casey? You know what I mean?
No, I didn't get the extra point last night. I stayed up till 2:30 last night. So
yeah,
I was.
I don't even remember half of the show that we did last night, Casey. I was that blasted. I was gone, dude.
I know you were gone, Ted.
See, I lied to Frank saying that I was going to come back, but when I saw Drew was here, I was like, hold on. How did they con Drew to be on the show? I've been trying to con Drew on my show for months now.
I'm in between streams and the kid is at a play date, so it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
You know what? He didn't even invite anyone to this one that I know of. I saw the link from the last one. I jumped into that and I'm like, where the fuck is everything?
I think it's.
And then I realized, no, you didn't pin it on your comments, so it's not in the chat right now.
I thought
I had to send it to Casey, but
I appreciate it. Because earlier he had it in the either in the chat or something, and
it was in the old fantasy football chat.
Yeah,
but that one's null and void because he had to restart. So yeah, I had to be a little MacGyverish to get it. And I think I caught it just in time before it dropped off the back into the chat. That's what she said.
Well,
speaking of what she said, Casey, how many times did you get laid last night? Because apparently there was panties at your house.
That's what I meant by the extra point, but I mean, he misunderstood.
Does that count the peanut butter getting licked off by the dog? Because if you count the 3 times the dog licked the peanut butter off his asshole, that would be 3 times.
Oh, come on, Frank. No, like I said, we got off late last night, so we're.
So you got off last night? That's what you're telling.
That's what Tex was asking you if you did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm proud of you that you manned up and
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I grabbed some boobies. I mean, that's all.
Oh, yo.
His
Now-
own.
Yes, for everyone tuning in now, yes, that is J-Man. He's changed a lot over the last couple months.
J-Man went on a cruise. J-Man went on a cruise, almost drowned, and this is what happened.
Actually, I was going to say this is what happened to J-Man after the 49ers lost. J-Man, thank you for being here.
His brain couldn't handle it. It just broke.
Why does it look like you're wearing a army hat, J-Man?
Right.
Well, we figured out. We figured out when J-Man's hat gets to the nose of his hat goes to the brim of his nose. That's when he gets.
That's when he's most mad, yeah. Because he gets that hat plumb down low. He gets in fight mode. That's what happens, old boy. Over.
I was going to say, by the time that joke gets to the brim of your mouth, we're all going to be fucking dead.
Well, Casey, we were talking about the Rumble. Did you watch the Rumble last night, right?
Yeah, well, I fell asleep at the very end, but I went back and finished it. I raised my score of 7 to 8 now with the
Why?
Well,
Why?
the whole thing with the event and what happened afterwards. Actually, I would almost give it 8.5.
Oh my god.
So,
no,
I thought that
results were. What are you, a Roman fan or something?
Oh, I'm a Bloodline fan.
Jesus.
And yeah, I'm a heel.
I don't even
fan.
watch it, and I know that.
Oh, we got a Kansas City interception here, y'all.
Yeah,
Kansas City taking control of this whole thing. Joe Burrow goes deep. Kansas City intercepted. Yeah.
I'm still a play behind. They just ran the play before.
Yeah.
They said, screw you, Joe Burrow. You can go to hell. Stole it from you.
Yeah, like I said, I think that wrestling needs to take a step back. They need to go back to what made them the most successful.
Yeah.
So is Cody actually going to dethrone Roman?
He has to at this point. Otherwise, do you realize how many people are going to be furious if he doesn't?
I mean, it's been, 2 years since he won that title?
If he doesn't do it, who else do they have to do it? You know what I mean?
Oh, it's been more than 2 years.
That's
August 2020.
It's going to be
like 800 something days.
And it'll be 1 year with the WWE Championship come WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, damn. They're shattering all of CM Punk's records.
Damn near.
I get it. Years ago, decades ago, it was, you'd only have a show a month, and then they'd stretch TV out through that month. So a year was nothing. 5 years was something, but it wasn't, crazy to sneeze at even that. Bob Backlund being 6 years kind of seems like a blip on the radar compared to Bruno's reigns, but but ultimately, 2-3 years with a belt in this day and age. I mean, you got to be working some serious angle like Punk. At least with him, he was heel half the time and face half the time. So they were able to shift the storyline. And whether you like that reign or not, at least they found a way, and maybe one of the few smart things they did in the last 10 years or so, but actually found a way to make it almost like a completely different title reign by having a heel champ become a face, or a face become a heel, or I can't remember which way it went now. Actually, he was heel by the end of it because The Rock took him out.
Yeah.
Well, The Rock wanted a heel, and Vince says, "Hey, you want to fight The Rock for the belt?" And it's like, you have to be heel.
He was heel for quite a while. I mean, I guess they could have been working that for a while. What took balls was to plan out John Cena and The Rock a year in advance. I was just waiting for one of those motherfuckers.
Oh, the once in a lifetime that happened twice.
I was just waiting for one of them to get hurt.
Right.
Deep down, I didn't want them to. Obviously, you don't want someone to truly get hurt, but deep down, there was a part of me going, I just want to see the chaos, just like a 7-9 team winning the Super Bowl or something. Or now I guess it'd be 8-9. Like, I just want to see that just so everyone will lose their ever-loving fucking minds.
Right.
I just didn't want it to happen this year.
It probably happens.
So Casey,
See,
what is your
I
prediction
like
for this? Casey, what is your prediction for this football game? Who's going to win, Kansas City or Cincinnati? What's your prediction?
Well, KC, because it reminds me of myself, so that's why I had to go.
Oh,
I thought
you egotistical freak.
I was waiting for him to go. I'm going for Kansas City because they're up 13-3 right now.
Well, he couldn't say that directly. He had to mask it with something.
He doesn't know
like,
what the score is. He's not watching the game. He doesn't know what the score is.
He didn't even watch the Cowboys games this year.
No.
No,
Well, see, that's the funniest. Casey, bullcrap. You watch like 3/4 of a game.
I seen where we lost the playoffs, and
So you finally watch and we lose. Thank you for that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I believe.
Now we know why that fucker couldn't kick extra points. He had Casey on the brain.
Jerry Jones, I know you're watching us right now. Go kill Casey, please.
This is actually the Casey curse of how he kills celebrities. He kills football teams by watching them. Casey, don't turn on the game.
Yeah, stop watching everything.
Okay.
Casey is only allowed to watch Niner games from now on, never another Dallas.
But you need to cheer for the Niners. That's the thing.
Yes,
that's how it works.
And wear nothing but Niner merch from head to toe. I mean, everything.
That way, the only team will ever be able to beat in the playoffs again is the Cowboys.
Well, see that was the other end of it. Was the other game of the week I'm going to have you watch, Casey, will actually pay you to sit there and cheer for the team that's going against the Cowboys.
Yeah. You'll just be Casey will be the ultimate fair weather fan of whoever Dallas is playing that way. That's who his favorite team is. We will make sure it'll be great.
Buy him a jersey for each week. He can live stream it and say how much he loves the Cleveland Browns.
They don't need any help. Come on. They don't need any help sucking. Let's not burden them with Casey as a fan.
Well, I mean, we might as well break a record or two while we're at it. Cowboys 73 nothing. I'll take that.
Well, see, that's the thing. We wait till the schedule comes out and we see who the Cowboys are playing. And then we tag all of Cowboy Nation and go on YouTube and be like, hey, this guy right here will make sure we win every game. We need donations to buy these jerseys. And we flood him with 17 jerseys. So and make him wear them every week. It'd be great. So.
And what did I actually watch a game or just sit here and be like, and not watch the game?
Well, to be fair, we were winning when he wasn't watching, so we're going to need you to not watch it, but wear the jersey. That's probably the safest bet.
Probably.
You know what, Casey? You should start OnlyFans where you sit in your bathtub and watch football games. I bet you that there's probably a market for that somewhere.
Remember when, I don't know who would remember this, but Tommy's friend who did the naked news, and he'd sit like just in his room naked and do the news.
I don't remember.
It was that God of Cringe or whatever that guy's name was.
Naked news.
Anyone remember that? Schleppy's got to remember that. I see Schleppy in the chat.
What's up, Slippy?
That was years ago.
Like
he's
just sitting there.
I don't know. He might have been sitting on the shitter for all I know.
Might have been.
But I mean, this guy was just looking for any gimmick he could. This is the same guy who. This is the same guy who fucked with the homeless guy. Like the homeless guy was laying on the street. Now, so Michael remembers him. That's the same guy who did the naked news shit.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't know.
Do that. I remember when Tommy.
Remember the Negan video that he did where Remember the video? He was Negan and he was hitting Homs over the head and they all laughed at him because it was a really shitty thing or whatever. The girl that he picks up that Tommy runs away with was that guy's girlfriend or whatever.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to think of other ways to try and trigger that because Casey, you've been around long enough. You should remember that guy.
I did.
Yeah,
but
I've seen clips of the dude, but
You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
I didn't see where he was doing the news naked.
It was just a one-time thing. It could have been like monetize this or something. No, he stepped away for a second. I mean, it could have been like just like a one-time thing on monetize this that he showed or they were talking. I couldn't tell you when that was. But yeah, weird dude. He was just looking for anything crazy and off the wall to. He has the right idea. I'll give him that because to stand out in the YouTube world, you've got to do something that's really
outrageous.
That's outrageous or never been done before. So he's like fucking kicking homeless guys on the street and doing the news naked. I mean, he's got the right idea. He's just not all up there, you know.
That's hilarious.
Well, hold on. I think I seen where there was a news reporter, like I feel they would do the news. She'll be fully dressed, but then she starts to strip at the like.
Well, that's over in Europe. They do that over in Europe. The women will start out fully clothed, but as they do the news story, they remove.
That way, you watch the whole news report.
Yeah, but by the time you get to the end of the show, she's in her birthday segment. Yeah, they do that over there.
All right, boys, time for sports.
And then,
all right, now it's time to get up and do the weather.
You get real excited to hear about the shootings that happened that day when that bra comes off.
But it's like they should do it like strip poker, do it like strip poker, Casey. So have like if they're reporting a shooting, then like the entire shirt comes off. But if it's just like petty crimes and that she has to take socks off and stuff. Just little shit. And then if it's like a terrorist attack, she just dances around naked and goes or something.
I just figure, honestly, the big news, you don't really need the attention. But when, like, the real shitty news saying, oh, look at all this litter of dogs that got birthed. So that's when you start like really stripping, so you can
got birthed or burned. Which one did you just say?
Jesus Christ! The fucking Bengals are laying an egg right now.
Oh, I think you said burn. I was like, who's burning a litter of puppies on the news? Jesus Christ!
No,
what happened?
Casey? No, what kind of news are you watching, Casey?
Well, she can go ahead and take her panties off for that one.
She might have to turn around and spread them for something like that, but that's beside the point. My Lord.
Now
Cincinnati hadn't showed up yet.
I think something we need to.
If the football team wins, if you like the local football team wins, she takes clothes off, but if they lose, she puts clothes on.
Oh yeah.
If they win the championship, she goes completely naked, has a scotch and a cigar or something, and just sits there naked with just those two items. I don't know.
There you go.
See, this is news. I
think that's brilliant.
This is news. I would pay for this news. This is.
Damn it! That's what we should have done with Cora. Shit.
Hang on, wait. Isn't this the same plot as that baseball movie, Major League, where they have the picture of the woman naked, but it's covered with Post-it notes? Every time they win a game, they have to they get to take away a post. So we're basically copying Major League here. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm just pointing out facts here. But yeah, it could work.
Technically, she wasn't even naked. She was in her bra and panties. So
Cincinnati's trying to drive a little bit here. They got first and 10.
No, take it.
See, I mean,
Frank, they gave the ball right back.
All right, calm down, Jay, man.
Don't make me continue how
Uh-oh.
Now, wait a minute. Why are you upset that I'm calling you J-Man? Shouldn't he be upset that I'm calling
Sixes and say.
him? Like, you should be like, yeah, I'm J-Man, and fuck all
J-Man.
liberals or whatever. I mean,
J-Man's going to call in and get pissed that
Come
oh, yeah.
on,
It's going to be great.
J-Man.
oh, are you kidding me? J-Man would never. He would look at StreamYard and be like, "What's this newfangled shit? Fuck that."
Right.
I'm not going to join a chat unless it's on fan whatever the hell that is. What was that website? Fantrap.
Yeah.
I'm not joining another podcast unless it's on Fantrax.
We created a new derailed room on Facebook. We all connected ourselves on Facebook so we could have the creative room where we could leave voicemails and shit. He left that room after the 7th message because there was too many voicemails to keep up with. I'm like, let's talk about this before you just ditch the group. No, fuck, I don't need my. You can mute it. It's like dealing with my grandpa, and my grandpa's dead.
Well, he is the oldest one out of the group. I mean, so he probably has one of those giant remote controls with the big ass buttons. That's how old he is now.
Oh God!
He's got 2 different pairs of glasses for whether he's reading or walking.
Right.
That's right.
And driving. Don't forget, he drives too.
3 pairs.
3 beers.
No, 3 pairs.
That's a whole different
Yes,
story.
please. Yes, please.
I might have to have a couple tonight.
Costanza said something interesting in the chat. He was talking about the idea of it being Eagles and Chiefs and Andy Reid going back up against Philly in the Super Bowl.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
That's a storyline.
cool.
At this point, I'm rooting for whoever wins the AFC game because I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. There is no team I hate more than them. I despise their fans, their city, everything that they stand for. Whoever wins this, I'm rooting for.
J-Man has said the last, it's about 21, 22 years now that there's a clear and evident storyline with each Super Bowl, and it's a conspiracy theory and all that. And, hey, I mean, the Chiefs are on their way to giving Andy Reid his storyline, you know?
Yeah, but did he really need it? He's already won a Super Bowl with Kansas City.
So you give a storyline now for him to return.
Wouldn't it have been a crazier storyline to have Brock Purdy win a Super Bowl?
It would have, but... I mean, you can only lead a horse to water, you know.
Yeah,
that is true.
Well, this isn't the first time like this happened. Remember when John Gruden left the Raiders and went to Tampa Bay, and then they both met at the Super Bowl, and Tampa Bay won. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the NFL has to have some kind of storyline to talk about for the whole 8 days that they cover Super Bowl coverage and break down every single person and their personal life and their family life and what tragedies they dealt with and, what they overcame. And, I mean, they got to do something with it. You know what I mean? To just fill up the time.
Well, can we all agree at least to get rid of the Pro Bowl? Completely.
Yes, please.
These people don't need
Frank and I talked about that earlier.
Wouldn't it be better to not even have the Pro Bowl and go back to the quarterback competition that they used to have like back in the 90s?
I'd be down for that.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's in field goal range with that first down,
Oh my God, is it really 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock for you, Frank? But Jesus,
7-0 something, yeah.
I'll probably have to go around halftime or so then. I still got to eat.
TSS with a funny joke. He says, I can't wait for the storyline when the Lions face the Jaguars in the Super Bowl.
Well, I just told him, I said, that's why they will never script it.
That's like the worst script ever written.
What are you planning out, Drew? Which game are you streaming?
I'm still doing Dead Space.
Oh, are you? That's cool. I've never even heard about that game before. Is it any good?
I'd never heard of it either. It's basically put Walking Dead in outer space, basically, but they're investigating a ship that's gone derelict, and they get on there, and like everyone's mutating and shit.
So it's kind of like Alien, but like a knockoff version, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's a way to put it.
Oh, Cincinnati's down to the 4-yard line. We've got 1st and goal with 18 seconds left.
To TSS's comment, though, I could just hear it now. In a world where football teams don't win championships, one must leave champion.
You know what would happen if either one of those teams ever ended up in the Super Bowl against each other? That would be like the day before, the Saturday before, that somebody starts a nuclear war.
Right. I was thinking,
like, come on, neither one of us can even play in the game now.
Jacksonville versus Detroit. You know,
they both make it there, and like the stadium blows up or something. They can't have the game, or like one of the teams die in a plane wreck or something on the way to the game.
Right.
It would just be something over the top to where it just couldn't even happen. What would you do then? Would you have replacement players? Like, say the whole team died on the way to the Super Bowl. Do you just give the win to the other team? Do you bring in like the practice squad?
Why was I reading about this recently? There was something, I don't know how you would do it for the Super Bowl, but the NFL actually has a contingency plan in place for if something like that were to happen. Like if one team was flying to their city to play and something happened and there was a crash and a certain percentage of its players were incapacitated, I think it says in the book, or unavailable or whatever. There is actually a contingency plan for that.
Is it like an expansion draft lottery, kind of like when?
Well, there's things that would happen mid-season if it happened mid-season, which I would imagine if it was the week before the Super Bowl it would be. But a lot of it is also contingent on how many players would be available. So if 3 or 4 players were in a car driving from the hotel to the stadium and got into a car accident, they would just go ahead and play it.
Just deal with it, yeah.
But if you lose,
not in this day and age. They cancel the game and pretend like it never existed.
But if so many of the so many percentage of the players were to be lost or otherwise could not play because of some kind of a mass event like a plane crash or something like that, there's this weird list of things that have to happen in order that the NFL's already got set up. And I guess this is one of the things that came out in 9/11 was like they had experienced things like the Marshall plane crash back in the 70s and all that killed all but like 4 or 5 of that football team, things like that. That they'd always kind of had this idea of what would we do if, but after 9/11, one of the things that these pro sports teams have done for security purposes is that they actually started to break down on what would happen if, something like this were to happen to an entire team. So it's it's kind of depending on a lot of variables, what would happen for like that next week if it happened mid-season. But like in the off season, there would be a special draft. Like I think like the team would automatically get the number 1 pick in the draft. And so many players would be made available in I guess the best thing I could describe it would be like a expansion draft. Like so many, like every team would have to put up like 3 to 5 players or something like that to be drafted by the other team to replenish their roster. I mean, I forget where the hell I saw this. It was a YouTube video I saw in the last like 6 or 8 months. I don't even know why I found it on YouTube, but they actually broke down like what the NFL's playing.
I found it actually. So there's near disaster, which is 15 or less people. Disaster is 15 or more. If it's a near disaster, no special draft is held. Instead, the team will get preferential rights on any waivers, of course. If a quarterback is among those, the team would be able to draft up to 2 quarterbacks from all NFL teams that have 3 available. Each team would be able to protect 2, and the drafted quarterbacks would return to the original rosters the following season. For a disaster, NFL commissioner would determine whether to cancel the team's schedule for the season. If it's canceled, the team would obviously get first pick in the next regular draft, and a special draft would be held in which each team would be able to protect 32 players. If the season is not canceled, the near disaster procedures would go into effect. So it would be like an expansion draft. 32 players would be protected, so they're going to get shitty players, but you might get lucky. And I mean, look what happened with the Las Vegas hockey team. They came out fucking swinging and still are.
Oh yeah.
But look at the Marlins. It only took the Marlins 6 years to win a World Series after they came into Major League Baseball.
Well, the Panthers were there in 2.
Yeah,
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Didn't win.
Yeah.
So it can happen. Casey?
Imagine if they won that only being Imagine winning only being in the league for 2 years. That would be wild.
Well, the Knights, the Golden Knights, didn't they get there the first year but didn't win?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they were right in the mix like the second year, I think. I don't know. I don't really follow hockey. I just remember
we only have missed the playoff one time.
only one time. So they've just been a good team ever since.
Yeah.
Okay, so but I remember that being a thing because the Panthers were the first expansion team to make it to the championship in 2 years in any major sport, if I remember right. And then the Knights obviously stepped it up a notch by getting there, but there has yet to be a team to win a championship in the first 2 years.
Yeah.
They've made it but never won it.
Well, hey, I got a suggestion for the team for the league. What you do is the team that comes in dead ass last, they should just eliminate that team from the league. So we can start getting better teams.
God.
I think we should do that in the fantasy football league. So Casey, you've been contracted. Sorry.
Yeah, see you, Casey.
I wasn't dead last. I got to the playoffs this year.
We could have done that with Podcast Bedlam. Whoever's eliminated first is off the show forever, and the winner takes their spot. You know, I think these are great ideas, Casey.
Don't forget, Casey. I bounced your ass like a basketball in the first round of the playoffs. Okay, so don't be talking too loud there, bud. So just saying.
Well, I mean, I did beat Frank the last week before we entered the playoffs. So
well, even a blind squirrel finds it every once in a while. So
there goes J-Man chain smoking again. See, I told you, it's J-Man.
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting. That's why I was suggesting to you, Drew, this site StreamYard. The last time we did Podcast Bedlam, because I can bring on and off whoever I want. So if one of these assholes like this guy gets on my nerves, just click remove. And then if somebody gets voted back on, I can just click add to stream because he's right there at the bottom of my screen. Or if I just don't like looking at his face, I click remove.
No, he's in a much smaller screen.
And if someone votes him back in or donates him back in, whatever, I can be like, okay, this asshole's back, or whatever. I can just do this, or I can just do this for fun and shits and giggles because whatever, because it makes me feel good. But for now, we'll just go ahead and use Casey in the mix.
I keep trying to click on the cameras. I've still got the itch or whatever you want to call it, where I'm trying to reorganize the cameras and stuff, and I got to keep telling myself, you're not doing that. You're just here.
Right.
But
that's funny as hell.
Yeah, no, I knew how convenient this thing was, and I had to log into your YouTube to even get in here, and I didn't have to do that. I could just come in as a guest.
I did. Yeah. I don't have to whenever we do stuff over here, but anytime I do anything with Casey, I have to log in through it says it asks for YouTube or Facebook.
Yeah.
Really?
It must be a setting that he has that Frank doesn't.
Yes.
Because what in Casey, we don't yet no more on show because did you want that jump through when he brought 2 kids on the show?
Damn it,
I'll tell you what.
Your speaking spell.
No.
But
I tell you what, J-Man's really fallen on hard times since last seen on Derailed. I mean, he had my Lord. Yes, I know. Hey, I'm trying to move the conversation along, Riri. Shut up and play along.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it, J-Man, because I didn't think we'd be able to.
I'm still trying to figure out the ultimate ranking of NFL logos. How the hell are the Houston Texans the #1 logo in football?
It's not bad looking logo.
Was that voted on by everybody in Houston?
Probably.
There's no
Well,
because I think most of the people in Houston would probably put the Cowboys logo ahead of the Houston logo.
Yeah, 6 and 8.
And even the Cowboys logo isn't anything to write home about.
Frank, it's earlier. Like I said, the best logo is the 1960s logo that the Cowboys had of the actual cowboy on the horse in cowboy colors. That is my favorite football logo.
They would have been
NFL
canceled a lot sooner, though.
Well, they're going to cancel all this shit eventually anyway, so fuck them.
The Jaguars, that's very offensive to Jaguars.
Hey,
They should call them Jacksonville Jagoffs.
Hey, where's the Cleveland Browns logo ranked on there? I'm just curious.
I think it's at the end.
Somewhere
I think I see it peeking at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Isn't their logo just their helmet? Isn't that their official
brown.
logo?
Well, it's not even brown. It's almost more orange.
It's orange. Yeah. They're an orange helmet, but they're the Browns. That makes no sense.
Also, I think that's probably way out of date because I think it's the Redskins logo also next to him at the bottom. So
yeah, that's right. I think it is too.
And it's way down there because it offended everybody. The only thing that ranked lower than the logo that apparently offended everybody was the team that's called the Browns with the orange helmet. What colorblind retard shit? Fucking an orange helmet for the Browns.
Even the woke idiots put the brown people on bottom, but we're the problem, right? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
I so badly want whoever's to buy the Washington football team from the Snyder. Thank God that guy's finally selling the team. I so badly want whoever buys them and changes the name back to the Redskins just to watch everybody's head explode.
Awesome.
Wouldn't that be fun as hell?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well, let's put our money together and
So use the links to below.
I'm willing to pitch in only if their team colors become blue and silver, like the Cowboys, just as a screw you to Washington.
Well, you know what I want to do is I mean, since fuck Washington, I would purposely sabotage the team or something.
Oh, I would too. Yeah.
Just hey, that's one less thing to worry about. Not that they're a
more offensive name. I would think of a more offensive name.
Oh, you mean like the Washington? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, why do you have to say that? You racist fuck.
Well, it is Washington, D.C. How about we just call it like the Washington liberal retards or something and put Nancy Pelosi's face on it?
Hey, she would be a great mascot. Could you imagine her on the helmet? That ghost-looking face. My God, nobody would mess with you. Good Lord. We could have the logo be like a what do they call it? A caricature drawing of Nancy Pelosi with Joe Biden or something. That's the logo of the team. Oh no. The Washington Sniffers and Joe Biden is the mascot smelling teenager. That's what the mascot is. There's your team right there, buddy. I dig it.
Let's go, Washington! Boy, how much plastic they put her on her fucking face for that picture. Jesus.
Did you guys see they finally released the body cam footage?
Oh, from where her husband and the dude that he was sleeping with.
Yeah. I have way more questions now than I once did.
Yeah, I do too.
I guarantee you that was as gay lover as that was. I have no doubt about that in my mind.
It's like he opens the door and he's holding the hammer with the one dude over here, and the other hand he's got a drink. I'm like,
right.
You're going to put the drink down when somebody's trying to beat you to death?
Yeah, I don't think that was. Yeah, I think there's more to the story.
The 911 call just makes things that much more confusing. Have you heard the 911 call?
It's probably because they've done everything they can to cover it up and clean it up. So you're not going to know what's real.
If you want to cover it up, the last thing you want to get out is that 911 call. Have you heard it?
No, I'm just guessing based off of the weird random shit we always see.
He Pelosi is on the phone with 911 and they're asking him all these questions. They're like, "Do you need help?" He goes, "No." He's like, "I think we got it, don't we?" And he apparently looks over at this David DePapi guy who's wanting to bash him with a hammer and says, "No." He said, "No, I think we got it." And you hear him in the background go, "Yeah." And I'm like, what the hell kind of robbery is this? Like, it is this, dude, I swear to God. Go listen to the 911. It is the craziest shit.
I heard they had. I hadn't. You know me. I'm just
because the first thing
so
he does is he asks for the Capitol Police. First off, he name drops his wife like in the first 3 seconds of the phone call, which kind of.
Do you know who I am?
And he was like,
"Oh wait, do you know who my wife is?"
He's like, "This
that
guy
sounds like a Democrat move."
He goes, "This guy here is looking for my wife. It's Nancy Pelosi." And I'm like, "Okay, how about you start with? There's a guy with a hammer trying to beat me up in my house. Who gives a shit who your wife is at that point?" Because if I'm the 911 operator and I hear this shit, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, I'm sending units to you right away. Can you give me your address?" Instead of, "Oh, okay." And then he asked for the Capitol Police, which isn't too far out of left field because Capitol Police are the people who are in charge for protection services for House and Senate members, not the Secret Service.
Doesn't he have his own number to them though, like his own hotline?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know that they have a constant presence there unless Pelosi's in residence. So. And she was in DC, I guess. So them not being there at that moment kind of made sense. But the girl was just like, "Yeah, we're not Capitol Police. We're San Francisco PD." It's like she didn't know who the hell Pelosi was. So it's like he name drops the House Speaker, the former House Speaker, like 3 seconds into the phone call, and it's like this 911 operator has never heard of Nancy Pelosi. I just there's so much about this that is just so odd to me.
Yeah, I'll have to go listen to it. That's but I'm sure it's all in an effort to just confuse and clean up messes and stuff. So usually
Tim Pool did a breakdown of it on his show. The video's on his channel. It's about 10 or 12 minutes long, where he kind of breaks down the body cam footage and the 911 call, him and his crew. It was really interesting. But it's like, yeah, the whole. I have way more questions now than I would ever get answers from all that after listening to those two pieces of information. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, I probably better head on. I've still got to get dinner and get things situated before I get my stuff going. So, but thanks for having me on. It was fun getting to hang out.
Not a problem. Anytime. We'll get together and do some reviews here at some point in the future. I've been trying to get that stuff together for a while, but I'm in the middle of making a job change so that I can free up some more time to
hopefully we can do something for the Super Bowl or something.
I'm planning on being live for the Super Bowl again, so that's the plan right now. So we'll see. That's either next week or week after. I don't know. Whenever it happens, I'll probably be live for the Super Bowl again. So obviously you can come back, Drew. Anybody else wants to come back in, I'll reach out to J-Man, see if his butt has stopped hurting after the Niner game.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where he went. He just up and left.
If you quit pissing him off about Fantrax, he might come around. But you keep stirring the pot.
It wasn't me. It was Casey. Casey was the one that was like, "Vote him out as commissioner."
And then I put a poll out, and everyone's like, "Yeah, fuck him." I'm like, "Ooh, that didn't go the way I thought it would."
I don't remember. I remember the poll, but I don't remember anybody ever voting on it whenever J-Man brought that up.
I don't think it was meant to be serious. That's why I told him. I was like,
"Oh, that's why
they were fucking with you."
Right. That's why I thought it was a joke. Cause I remember seeing it, but I'm like, nobody's going to vote in this. This is just nonsense. And then, like, I don't know. It just, laugh happened and I forgot or whatever.
Well, J-Man's too busy. He's on his 5th cruise of the week. So, I mean,
my thought was there's not going to be a majority of people voting in favor of whatever Casey recommended. That was where my thought process went. And then when it actually happened, especially with J-Man being the receiver of the whatever, like in what world would you think that J-Man would lose a poll to Casey? Especially something like that. Now, if it was something like funny or fucked up or whatever, I could see people doing it. But something, especially at that time, as silly as replacing the commissioner like 6 minutes into the season, it didn't seem like something people would troll or whatever made that happen. But I mean, after this fantasy football season, after the Niners loss, man, J-Man, I'm sorry, man. You look more and more like Michael every day, and
J-Man took it hard. I mean, holy crap, he can't even talk no more. My lord, he's just jeez.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you later. Take care.
See you, Drew.
Bye,
Catch you later, brother.
Bye, Drew.
Always good to have Gatekeeper Drew on here. Go check him out. Link to his gaming stuff is in the description below, so go check out his channel.
Yeah.
Quick update on the game. It's 13-6 Kansas City right now.
I
think they're driving, so
Cincinnati. It's about to be Cincinnati ball.
So what was the final score of the previous game?
31-7.
I think so.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they San Francisco took it. I mean, they pretty much raped them. Like they left them bloody. So, yeah.
I don't know where Mikkel went.
He died. So, Casey, how many football? So, I know you watched like 3/4 of a game, but have you watched any football since then, or you just don't?
I watched last week.
Did you? Okay, I didn't know how much you watched.
Yeah, and I was depressed from when the Cowboys lost, so I didn't watch it this week.
Was that your first Cowboy game you've watched all season?
Probably.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you're never allowed to watch them again. I'm as a fellow member, as a member of Cowboy Nation of good standing for 30+ years, you are denied from ever watching the team again.
Well, because I caused them to lose?
Yes. Well, you may have. And that maybe is very detrimental. So we're going to kick you. You can be a Jet fan since you have one of their jerseys. So you're now a Jets fan. Good luck. So.
Yeah, nobody's going to notice if they suck. They've been doing it for decades.
If the Jets lose, that's just part of the course we expected. But, we can't have you deterring Cowboy business no more. So
you know what I need to get together is the Dynasty League. I need to actually start trying to work on that.
I've never done a Dynasty League. How does that work?
Basically, it's like a real football team, only you don't actually own anything. It's like it's fantasy football. It's the same scoring or whatever scoring we agree on. But when you get your team together, you start out with a draft, just like every other league. But that's the team that you have forever. So if this league goes for 10 or 12 years, you could draft. Let's say you want to draft Tom Brady. He's the quarterback you want. You draft Tom Brady. You have Tom. If you're in the league for 12 years and Tom Brady plays all those 12 years, you have Tom Brady all those 12 years, unless you decide to release him or trade him. So it's the closest you can come in the fantasy space to being an actual GM of a team.
Okay.
So now the way you do the draft every year is that we'll decide before the season how many players you want to drop at the end of the year. You have to drop a minimum of 2, a maximum of 5, let's say, if that's how it ends up. And then the draft the next year is for incoming college players and free agents to fill those spots in your roster. So if you decide, well, Tom Brady's retiring, I'm going to go ahead and drop him off my roster, I'm not going to have him, you'll get a draft pick for that roster spot too. It won't be commensurate to his value or anything. You'll just have a draft pick. The drafts are usually a lot shorter because they're only about 4 or 5 rounds. Okay. Mikkel, the link is actually I did pin it in the chat. So if you go into the chat of the YouTube, you'll be able to find the link to get back in. But yeah, so if I decide this year I'm going to drop these 3 players, I'll have 3 draft picks in the next draft to fill those spots on my roster. And I have those players for as long as I want to have them until I decide to release them, until I decide to trade them, until I decide to whatever. So that's what it is. It's the closest you can come to actually running a real football team in the fantasy format, in the fantasy space that you.
That'd be fun to do.
The problem is there are so few people that are that dedicated to fantasy football that they will stay in there for like 10, 12 years in the same league. Right. I mean, I tried to start a dynasty league several years ago. It lasted about 3 years, and everybody just kind of lost interest. So, I mean, there was a couple of guys in there that wanted to keep going, but it's also very hard to find somebody to take over a team because sometimes you'll get somebody who maybe they just didn't put their team together the way they wanted, and their team sucks really bad, so you can't really sell that team to somebody else because they're like, I'm giving all this money to play a fantasy football for a team that I know is going to suck for the next 2 years. So So a lot of guys don't want to take over a team that's bad. So like I said, that's why I want to find people that are confident that they're going to be able to commit to this for at least 5 years, because that way they're going to build their team up.
That's the problem. Is like if you know running a league that there's at least 1 or 2 people who lose interest and they bail out of their team every year.
Yeah.
Or somebody like Casey who just picks, randomly or has auto pick done for him, and he just oh well, this guy looks good this week, or he doesn't even set a lineup for that week, which happened a couple of times.
Hey, I coasted into the playoffs, so come on.
But yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that I'm pretty sure would be in on it. I mean, me, my friend Josh, Tex, you said you'd be interested. Drew said he'd be interested. Don't die on me, a viewer that I've known for a long, that I know through Connor. We've connected on Facebook and stuff. He said he'd be down. So I mean, I want to have like 12 people. Yeah.
Frank, I'm down too.
Like I said, it's a long commitment, and it may not be a cheap league. I mean, I'm going to put it out to everybody after I get all the owners together, but I'm not saying it'll be like $500 to play or anything, but
God,
I would like it to be at least 50, but that's just me.
I mean, 50 for entry fee or something like that.
But you see, because once you get to like the $50 or $100 buy-ins, that means that it's not just the winner that makes money. It's like the Super Bowl runner-up can make a few bucks, and maybe I could pay the division winners to where they kind of break even or something like that. Because when you have payouts like that, it actually promotes people to actually try.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to get to the point where it's like my cousins play in a league in California where like if you finish last, you have to pay like an extra $30. Because so many people just they get to like week 6, if they're not doing well, they just give up, and it kind of fucks everything up because you've got players on that roster that other guys could use, but they're just sitting there and they're rotting on that roster because somebody's just not even bothering to set their lineups anymore. So if you finish last, you got to pay an extra couple of bucks. I don't want to go to anything like that because I think I want people to be involved in their team. It's like even the leagues that I'm doing bad at, like the free leagues that I play every year on like NFL.com, I always end up winning those leagues, not because I'm better than everybody else, because by week 6, most of these guys just aren't paying attention anymore.
Right.
And what's nice about NFL.com is I can go on there, play a league, and if I win my league, I don't make any money, but I get like 10% off, of NFLshop.com.
Yeah.
So I can save a couple bucks on a Niners jersey or whatever,
Oh yeah, that's called just taking the tax off of that sale.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is. I mean, you still get something for those leagues, even though they're free. I mean, it's not costing the NFL anything to give you $5 off a T-shirt. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
it looks like TSS is taking a shot at me. He says pick both Cowboy running backs and hey. I had no idea who's going to be doing better. So it was like, hey, just start.
Who did you take first? Did you take Pollard or Zeke?
Zeke.
I would have known to have taken Pollard first. If I was
going to say you should have only took Pollard and not worried about Zeke. You should have spent that pick on somebody else.
You could have got Zeke much later. I mean, Zeke, I wouldn't mind having him as like a flex or like a goal line back because that's kind of what his purpose is now.
That's all he is anymore. As a goal line.
Yeah, I wouldn't draft him very early at all.
Well, the thing is, their scores keep fluctuating back and forth, so it's not like it's obvious to have one and the other. So,
well, okay, but Casey, here's the thing. Zeke is more of a fullback than he is a running back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he plays, whereas Tony Pollard is more of a run up and down the field. Yeah. Zeke is that powerhouse that can get you 3 to 5 yards in the red zone or in a 3rd and 3 or something. Yeah. They're different kinds of backs. That's why he's not a star back. He's a flex spot because, once you get to the end zone, he's probably going to get the touchdown over Pollard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Costanza said he's going to run a female bikini car wash league. I'm down.
It stands out like where your head's at, Dave.
I'm down.
Oh, hang on. Do we have a touchdown here?
I'm watching right now. What I've got right now is 2nd and 6
Yeah,
for the Bengals.
Cincinnati touchdown.
Burrow back to pass, incomplete. So I'm
Yeah.
a full play behind you guys. Say Cincinnati's
We
making
got
a
a
game of it.
Cincinnati. We got a tied up game, assuming Cincinnati hits the extra point. Feet down. That's a catch. That's a catch. That's a touchdown. Cincinnati's getting in the ball game. They ain't gonna let Kansas City walk away with it. Good for them.
I can hear your mom in
Extra
the background,
point
Mikel.
in.
I know, Tommy Frank.
Tell her it's a hi.
Hi.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Tell her my birthday is July 6th and she wants to make me a birthday cake.
Frank.
You guys don't do happy birthdays for Mikel anymore, right?
No.
I think Cora still says it, but
I started the campaign to end the constant happy birthday Mikel's. I found it ridiculous. So I get credit for that one. Thank you.
Not only that, we do not even recognize his real birthday
No,
either.
we canceled his whole birthday. His whole existence is gone. Yeah. From you know what? You're J-Man from now on. I'm not even calling you by your real name. You're J-Man from now on. So that's what I'm referring to you as.
Can I wonder, I think I can change that. Nope, I can't change anything. Nope. I can't change it like I can in like
dang. On a
I can't
Scott,
change other people.
on a Skype call?
Yeah, I can't change other people's names.
I can't be right back.
Edit settings. No, I can't do that.
I got an idea. Let's get
He's gonna
him
change it to J-Man.
Well, what we need to do is get him a background picture of his truck.
Oh, I can.
Get that and send it to Mikel.
We need to go through J-Man's videos and scan till we get a clear backdrop where he's not sitting there. Oh, that'd be great.
I can change names. That's awesome. Casey, you have a new name.
I'm a tool bag.
I had to do it differently, a different way than I thought I would.
Oh, that's funny.
That is kind of funny. Kind of glad I could figure that out.
Good Lord. So Casey, are you what's your Super Bowl food gonna be? Are you a wings guy, pizza, hamburgers? What are we going for here?
I used to use like finger
You fingered what?
You used to use your finger to do what?
Finger food.
What?
No,
You finger food? That's disgusting.
finger food stuff. Like, but I'll probably go with pizza. Pizza is a good way to go. But I do love wings. But I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and it's just their wings ain't that no good, and they're expensive too.
I'm thinking about going this year. I think I want to do like a whole mess of tacos and nachos. I want to go different this year. You know what I mean?
I tell you one thing: Pizza Hut had this big box has like 2 types of pizza and then like breadsticks and wings. It was great.
Yeah.
And
I think I've seen that before. Does it come in like a triple stack?
No, it's just a long box. No, triple stack. No, it's a long box. I drive to. You dick.
That's great.
I still don't think what's wrong with that because hey, you're taking a shot, like see which running back's going to be the better one.
You know, Mikkel, you could have changed your name without dumping out.
I'm game now.
Hey,
I believe it.
TSS, get us a background picture of J-Man's truck.
Or just Google like cab of 18-wheeler. Just something similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Doesn't have to be the exact one.
Yeah, I'll go this
Right.
way.
I mean,
he's J-Man's flawed clone.
Oh,
hey, well, Frank,
he's got the He's got the cigarettes.
Or something?
We got Kansas City ball.
Oh, the way that Bengals were reacting, I thought maybe they got an interception or something.
No, they almost got an interception, but no, it's still Kansas City ball. It's 3rd and 5, Kansas City.
Would you say Mikkel's the reason why we don't have any more clones? They tried with J-Man, and they're like, well, this clone didn't come out right, so we'll just stop cloning humans.
Over the middle to Kelsey for probably about 5 yards, it looked like, I think. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 5, Kansas City.
Yeah. Hang on. Once they show, I'll give the up-to-date. Okay, we've got 13 all tied up. It's the 3rd quarter with 9:10 left, and it's 3rd and 5, Kansas City. Mahomes drops back and throws for a first down to, let's see. Oh, he's hurt, whoever he is. And Mahomes is kind of like,
the player's hurt.
The player's hurt.
There's like 3 Cincinnati people on top of it. Oh, here we go.
If he's hurt enough, we might need to cancel this game.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Casey, boo.
No.
Everybody's trying to pray for that Kansas City receiver guy, T-shirts and everything, sell a bunch of merchandise.
Hey, there you go. That's how you can make money.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good. So, Casey, you said you're going pizza for Super Bowl. Do you plan to actually watch the Super Bowl, or do you just plan to hang out while others watch the Super Bowl?
Well, he's not watching this game right now, so he's just
hanging
out with us right now.
This is why I asked this question, because he could very easily have it on in some form or fashion like we all do. Yeah. But he does not.
Yeah, well, you guys told me I was bad luck, so I figure keep that going.
All of our teams are already eliminated. We don't care at this point. So who gives a crap?
Well, we're kind of rooting for the Chiefs, aren't we? I mean,
if I'm rooting for either one of these AFC teams, it's the Bengals.
Bingo.
I'm pulling for Cincinnati. I think they're the better team.
As far as I'm concerned, the NFL season ended 2.5 hours ago. So.
There's that Dungeons and Dragons trailer that Jeremy was talking about.
That movie looks fun.
Dude, I totally forgot that was a movie. I don't know if I erased that from my mind or what, but I forgot that even existed.
Yeah, that movie looks like a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one.
It looks cool.
You know what?
What?
I'm going to look up. I'm going to try to find that background for Mikkel.
I wonder, can I change his background? No, I don't think I can.
I don't think you can.
No, I was going to change Casey's to something else, but I can't change his background.
I'm on my phone. I don't think you can change backgrounds.
For myself, I can alter the background. I could do. StreamYard has. I can do a green screen, or I could just do like Skype does. Yeah. That has like some preset backgrounds. Yeah. I can do that, but I don't. Set up audio avatar. No, that's not what I want. I can do that stuff, but I just don't.
Yeah, all I can change which camera I'm using on my phone, but I can't do no backgrounds or
Yeah, using this on your phone, I'm not sure how to do some of this stuff, but I'm using it on my PC, so I can tinker with some stuff. But I think I have to do that before I load my camera in. Or actually, it's in settings right here. That's where it's at.
No, you
Virtual
can
background.
see. I can change. Right
Mahomes.
now.
Oh, Mahomes is getting limpy, y'all. He ain't standing so good. Uh-oh. There might be trouble brewing across the water here.
Great.
Yeah.
You'll see my background.
Yeah. You guys can change your
8:13
background
left.
to a couple
It's
different things.
2nd and 5.
But I can't
Kansas
change it
City's
for you.
driving from their 46-yard line. Mahomes drops back. First down. Ooh, big first down. Oh, he down to the 30-yard line. Big play for a number 11. I don't know who he is. Either way, big play from Mahomes here.
Yeah, it basically works the same way that it works for us. Skype is kind of shitty. So that's why
The only disadvantage, the only thing I don't like about StreamYards is, like, if you're on a phone, you can't just click your home button on your phone without leaving the whole thing. Whereas on Skype, you can't do that and still be in the call.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite thing about it, though. So, like, if I can't see YouTube comments or to check a text message or something without kicking out all the way out of it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I've got 3 different things going on right now. I've got my iPad up so I can keep a better, easier eye on the chat.
Right.
I've got my phone up so I can keep a good eye on the stream itself. And right now I've got my TV playing the game. My second monitor.
2nd and 9. Mahomes goes down. Maybe gained a yard. Maybe a yard. And he's walking very gingerly on that leg. He's still walking. I mean, he ain't hurt, but he ain't doing jumping jacks. You know what I mean?
Costanza's making an allegation against you in the chat, Casey. Do you illegally stream games? Is there even a way to do that?
No. You'll get taken down. Right.
I think Costanza just wants to stir shit. That's what Costanza wants. Are you going to defend yourself, Casey?
No.
Or are you frozen?
He's trying to figure out a way to defend himself. He's like, oh my God, they found out.
He's talking. KT.
Casey, you're muted.
My bad. Hold on. That's an interesting question. Is he talking about like a illegal download of the game or like a streaming of a game?
You have to ask him. I mean, he's the one making the allegations.
Well, it depends. I got one picture for you, Mikhail, that I'm sending you through Skype.
Okay.
But I want to use another one instead.
Well,
if it sucks, I'm banning you from the show for 5 seconds.
Well, the first one, it looks like a normal truck, but I got a better one for him. If it would actually come up.
Very hot, not very hot. Don't spill it.
okay.
Don't spill it, Mikhail. Don't fuck it up.
I won't butt your tat.
There's a mute button right there you can use when people are going to.
Yes, there is.
I know.
Watch, I'll mute Casey right now, so you can't hear any of his bullshit.
And we're all better off for it.
So, Casey, you gonna 1v1 me on some fucking Fortnite after this game is over?
I will.
I would, but we got less than serious and pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Less than watchable, more like it.
Oh yeah, I told Rose I'd go over there and talk about the Velma thing with her.
God dang it! I'm trying to.
That's first
I
down.
can't.
No, I would
He reached
love
over.
to.
Kansas City reached over the goal line before he was tackled all the way. That's first down right there.
Frank, I will.
If you want to come get work, you go right ahead.
Kevin Bacon's in a car commercial.
I found the perfect one for you, Mikkel. You have to use this.
I still think he'd be a really good Freddy Krueger. I've always thought that.
I can see it.
Like he's obviously older now, but even when he was younger, I thought he would have made a great Freddy Krueger. The personality that he has and everything, that would be a great casting.
Oh,
Mikkel.
you want that one?
No, I just sent you another one. Please use the second one. Use the second one.
Oh.
What are you Riri's up down there doing?
I'm afraid to ask.
Well, I'm trying to get him an accurate.
Don't get them bring up me. It's Casey, not me.
Good Lord.
This is if he puts the right one up. Is an accurate picture of what the back of J-Man's flawed clone's semi truck would look like if it would come up.
You're killing me.
I've
got my cursor over the remove button just in case this isn't seen.
This is like when a group of people get together, watch football, and all the women are in the corner talking about shopping at nails. This is kind of the equivalent. Y'all know that, right? Do you licking your fingernail?
Hold on, what's wrong with that? It's my own fingernail.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but I don't know what's on I don't know where your finger has been. Actually, I have a pretty good idea where your finger's been.
I'm just gonna say, after last night's show, I got a couple ideas of where they've been, but somehow, I bet even if Casey did have a woman in his bed, somehow he'd screw it up and have to diddle himself because she wouldn't. So I got a feeling he'd mess it up. That's a first down. I'm sorry, he wasn't down. He's reaching across. Let's see.
The irony is that Casey went on forever saying that my woman wanted him and his woman actually wants me. So,
see, Casey's just a projection artist. That's all he is.
Oh, yeah.
He just puts it out there, hoping it doesn't get called out.
You have it sideways, Mikkel.
Oh,
Jesus. It won't work, Casey.
God. That looks like the place that Casey takes the little kids to do terrible things to them.
Casey's Funhouse. There you go.
I see that dildo right there in the upper quadrant. I'm willing to bet this is Casey's actual basement.
Do you see a wall of restraints just hanging out back there or something?
No ropes or anything, but
no whips and chains.
I'm not entirely sure this is a first down.
I think it was.
That angle.
If you look at the one view from across the field, you can tell it is. The up close shot, it doesn't look like it is, but when you get the wide angle lens, it does. I thought it was anyway. Either way, we got a 2nd and 8 on the 17-yard line with 5:20 left to play in the quarter, tied up 13-all.
It looked like they were going to give it to him because they were talking to the Bengals coach like they were trying to explain to him why they made the call.
Right. And Mahomes goes down hard, but he gets the ball off for a gain of about 4, maybe.
I'm seeing the play before that. They're running the left side for about a yard or two.
Yeah. Blue.
What should I change Casey's name to next?
Listen to
Frankie.
Mikel.
Let's see.
I don't have that much space, so I can't get really fun with it.
What's Cincinnati challenge in here?
That fit?
The
Yeah, 50. Yeah, the 50 character limit.
I don't know. I'm playing.
No, they're challenging that Mahomes was down before he threw the ball. Knee down, yeah, they're right. That's a sack.
Lean down, yeah.
Yeah. They were correct on that one. Good call, Cincy.
There we go. Casey's new name is up, everybody.
All right, Mikel. I got the more accurate picture for you.
Oh,
Touchdown, KC, touchdown, KC. Big one. 19-13 Chiefs.
Yeah, man,
We got a game, folks.
like a nerd.
He fixed it. So why don't he just
Bloop?
Yeah, his knee was down.
No, Mikel, just keep this one because you fixed it. So that's how J-Man's truck with the flawed clone would look like.
No,
Casey. What time is Rose doing LTS?
He said an hour. That was like
touchdown.
Let me see when that was. That's probably almost an hour ago.
Well, I'm not going to go on the whole show, but just message me whenever he wants to do the Velma thing, and then I'll come on and talk about that. I'm not going to stay the whole time. So
okay.
I can watch.
I'd rather watch football.
Yeah.
Is there news about the Velma show? I haven't watched it. It didn't look interesting to me at all.
It got renewed for a season 2, and just people are talking about it so much because of how horrible it is. Like, it's the whole show's existence is basically just look how woke we are, and now Shaggy goes by Norville, and he's black, and he doesn't even smoke weed, and pretty much Velma is a fat Indian girl that it's just everything's race swapped, and it's very self-reverential. I don't know, it's a garbage show. I mean, it's got a worse rating than like Dragon Ball movie does. I mean, it's bad, dude. It's horrible. I tried to watch the episodes. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't get through them. Most pass touchdowns. Oh, there you go. Mahomes is second behind Brady. 5-14. Mahomes already played in 14 playoff games. Holy crap. Jeez. That's crazy.
Oh, what part, KG?
What the hell?
What the hell is this?
Wherever Mikel is, it's daylight right now. That's crazy.
No, that's not Mikel. That's J-Man's flawed clone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wherever J-Man is in the world right now, it's daylight. So, yeah. Must be on the other side of the world.
Well, the flat world.
On the other curvature of the flat Earth. Yeah, there you go. Joe Burrow steps up, steps back, throws it away. 3rd and 7.
Ooh.
Cincinnati they've came in flatter than they have been in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they played against the Bills last week was lights out compared to this now. It's just a totally different team.
I don't know what Velma's ratings are because the streaming services don't usually release that kind of thing. But I've been saying for a long time. I've been saying for a long time about the Connors that they're trying to make the show out to be more successful than it really is. They keep renewing it. They just renewed it for it's been renewed for a 5th season that hasn't dropped yet. The first season had 9.5 million viewers with a viewership rank of 31. The second season dropped almost 2 million viewers a week for a rank of 37. And the third season dropped about another 2 million viewers, and they're barely in the top 50 now. So they keep calling these shows successful, even though they're really not, because they want to have they want people to think that they're successful. They try to trick them into thinking these shows are good, but they're not.
Velma I'm pretty sure it's on IMDb. I believe it is. It is worse ranked than that Dragon Ball movie was.
Yeah.
It's like prior to this show, Dragon Ball was like the lowest ever, and Velma is lower than that. It's just like Fred in this show. He's obviously the evil white guy with a tiny penis, and he murders people now. It's just so Scooby's not even in the show. It's just horrible, dude.
That's stupid.
No.
It's horrible. I love Scooby.
That's just stupid.
Well, they made this show. This show was made by that Mindy Kaling chick, that Indian girl from The Office, and it's just stupid SJW nonsense. Is all that it is. Completely unwatchable. I mean, I've watched some bad stuff, but I couldn't get through 4 episodes of this show. I couldn't do it. I got through 1.5 and I tapped out. It was bad.
Oh my God. J-Man,
Cincinnati
don't
fun.
kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
CBS froze.
Well, I mean, look what he does. What J-Man does to me. He attacks me. So, I mean, he might murder you.
He better not come kill me.
Mikhail, I'm pretty sure there's laws in place about attacking people like you. I think you're okay. So, no worries.
You guys will know why once they put the next one up. I found a very accurate picture. These were not accurate enough.
J-Man, don't kill me. J-Man, don't. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Calm down, guys. Calm down. Jesus Christ. Is that an interception? Jesus Christ.
Come on. I want to see it under so bad.
Kansas City's up 20-13 in the third quarter with 2:53 to play, and they have the ball on the 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
See?
Come on, Bungles. Let this be a win for me somehow.
This is how.
What'd you call them? The Bungles?
Yep.
I've never heard that before.
What?
That's all Bengals fans called them for a decade.
See, this is a very accurate picture of J-Man's flawed clone's truck looks like. He can't even get in there.
I 100% believe that's what the passenger seat of Mikhail's car looks like.
Well, see, some of that stuff is in the driver's side, so he can't even get into his truck.
So what is Mikhail's flawed clone sitting on the dash of the truck right now, or what?
Well, no, it was really sitting on like the floorboard, because he can't do anything.
Come on, Bengals, damn it. Save this day for me. It isn't bad enough the Niners lost. I at least want to have like a Bengals team win, you know?
No.
You know, I was trying to find those pictures that I made of Rose when he fell asleep.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to find those the other day, but I think I deleted them out of my computer because I was like, I don't really need this shit anymore.
Oh,
I don't think I saw
Well,
them.
I mean, to be fair, he'll probably fall asleep again soon, so you can get some more. You know?
More than
Yeah.
likely.
I mean, it's only a matter of time at this point.
Well, I'm gonna take off. Thanks for having me on, guys. Because I want to eat something before we start with less than serious.
Can you eat some peanut butter off your balls jumped or your dog's balls this time?
Oh,
I'm gonna lick what's off my nuts first before finishing.
Yeah, like you can lick your own nuts.
yeah.
Well,
If you could lick your own balls, you wouldn't be here right now. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't physically do that. I just scrape it off, then I lick it. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what he has the Rose do for him.
Oh. I'll see you
All
guys.
right, well,
Thanks
send me
for
a
having
message
me on,
whenever.
Frank.
Send me a message here in a little bit.
See you guys.
Yeah, I don't have those pictures anymore.
Bye.
Yeah, I got rid of them. Oh well. I can actually probably get rid of a lot of this shit too. These files can go.
Well, I mean, assuming that Kansas City wins this ball game, I mean, obviously there's a lot to play here, and it could go either way. That'd be a heck of a Super Bowl. I mean, at least be a good game, you would think.
Yeah, that's not the one I want. I mean,
I would rather Cincinnati
having Andy Reid go up against his old team. I think would be interesting. But I mean,
Right.
there's not enough left of the Andy Reid Eagles that he had any imprint on the team that's there right now anyway. So it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's a moot point at this rate. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It's, I just hope it's a good game. I mean, very rarely do we get a good Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Obviously, my team's not in it, so I just hope it's a fun game to watch at this rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what was that, Mahomes? Holy crap! He just flung that thing backwards, and that's a Cincinnati ball. Wait till y'all see this play. That's something for a blooper reel.
I'm way behind, so.
Oh, you'll see it. Hang on.
In the middle of the Kittle, it looked like for a first down, so I'm seeing that.
Oh, wait till you see this one, boy.
Come on, ketchup. What the world? He looked like he just lost the handle.
Oh my god.
That looks like something out of a blooper. Like, he didn't even get hit. He just did it on his own.
Yeah, it looks like he just lost the handle.
Yeah, he lost possession too because Cincinnati picked it up. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
So, yeah, we're sitting here with Kansas City up by 7, 20-13, with 55 seconds left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City's 46, 45. Joe Burrow dumps it off.
There's still at least 2 possessions. I mean, after this one, the Bengals are on. There's probably going to be at least 2 more possessions for each team, depending on how fast paced the
Oh yeah,
the fourth quarter is. But But yeah, that's he just never really had the handle on that. He goes back to throw.
Yeah, it just
just his finger slipped. I don't know if he was trying to. I don't know if he just lost the touch or didn't have the laces right or what. But that wasn't his ankle. That was just him.
Yeah, no, that was just a blooper.
Yeah.
That's all that was. If that's not on a blooper reel, that will be.
Oh
Boy, if that ends up
my
being the play that turns the
god!
tide, that'd be shitty.
Oh my god, that was. What was that?
That was a fumble, straight up fumble.
Yeah. That is true.
Hell yeah. I hope that. I mean, if that look at that first career fumble lost in the postseason from Mahomes. Like he hasn't played only a few games. Damn.
We got a 3rd and 5 here.
For those of you watching, don't forget we're trying to get to 500 subscribers so we can do a charity stream for the Abandoned Pet Project. Once we get to 500, we're going to do a long stream. Lots of people will come and go. We'll talk about a lot of stuff. And 100% of the donations received on that stream will go to the Abandoned Pet Project. They help to get animals that are sometimes hours away from being euthanized in shelters. Help get them veterinary treatment, get them nursed back to health, and find them their forever homes. A lot of people during the pandemic went out and got these companion animals so that they would have some companionship while they were stuck at home. And now that we're pretty much done with the pandemic, they're returning all these animals back to shelters. Shelters are being way overburdened. And some people are just being real dickheads and just letting them go out in the wild to get injured and starve and whatever. So get us up to 500 subscribers. We'll do a charity stream to help support the Abandoned Pet Project. Also, don't forget we have a Patreon. We give away $25 a month and free movie tickets. All you got to do is support us for $5 a month. The Patreon I want just to feed itself. So the more people that are on the Patreon, the more we'll be able to give away to help promote you guys going out to the theaters. The movie theater industry was hit really, really bad. We've all heard the stories. Those of us that pay attention to this part of the news anyway. We've all heard the stories about how movie theaters were affected so terribly through the pandemic. There was no movies to show, so they just closed. And a lot of these people that work at the box office, work at the concession stand, a lot of these people were just young kids that were trying to start their way off their place in the workforce. They were just getting off to their start. So let's get out there and support movie theaters. It's still, no matter what anybody says, and I had an argument with somebody on YouTube about this the other day, no matter what anybody says, the theater is still the best way to see a movie no matter what. So support us on Patreon with the link on your screen, also in the description of the video. And the more people we get, the more money we'll be able to give away for you guys to go through free movies. But yeah, also, if you want to donate to the stream live, the links are in the description as well to either Streamlabs or Stream Elements. And as soon as I see those pop up, I will 100% read those off and give you guys some love. We appreciate any kind of support you guys want to give a channel. We have had one subscriber a day. That's a pretty cool thing. SOT Productions. I don't know if they're still watching because that was on the last stream.
We appreciate it.
Oh, that was on this stream. Actually, it was earlier this stream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
thank you very much.
I think it was during the first game.
Yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. We hope you'll come back and hang out some more. Let's see.
I'm thinking not over yet.
Do what?
They game not over yet.
Yeah, this game's not over yet. There's still plenty of football.
No,
I mean,
yeah, no way.
I mean, if
They still got a whole quarter to play.
Yeah, if Cincinnati comes back and scores and ties this game, I mean, it's you're going to be into the fourth quarter. You're going to have both teams are going to have at least 2 possessions left, probably. I mean, that's kind of where I'm thinking it is. So yeah, there's still a lot of football. Yeah, go ahead.
Could you see the game go into overtime?
Oh, big catch. Oh, wow. Cincinnati, there you go.
You said, do I think the game will go into overtime?
Could you see it going
until y'all see this?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, there's only a touchdown that separates them right now. So, yeah, it's
I
possible.
think they may just tie it up here in a second.
Let's see what we got. They're still doing the chop in Kansas City. I thought we had outlawed things like that. It's like we can't call a team the Redskins, but we can still do the chop, right?
Right. Well, people like that get to pick and choose which racism is the most offensive, So.
Oh, Jamar Chase is a fucking beast, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I drafted him. That's why I drafted him and Burrow in one. I don't know if it was our league or if it was in my league at work, but I drafted Burrow and Chase. So every now and again, I'll take a chance and double up a quarterback and a wide receiver. And I figured if it was going to happen for any duo this year, it was going to be those two.
The only double up I did was in our league. I took Josh Allen and Knox as tight end because that dude got a lot of points this year. So that was the only double up. Well. Oh, there goes a touchdown, Cincinnati. Yeah, but no, I went for Allen and Knox. I mean, like early in the season, Knox didn't do too much. But about week 5 or 6, the dude picked up and really started to deliver. So I was happy with, especially in a tight end performance. He was like one of the few. Him and Kelsey were like the 2 tight ends. And San Francisco's was also good. But they're probably like, the 3 best out of all of them.
Well, Kittle either had like a game where he had 6 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns, or he had 2 catches for 12 yards. There really wasn't any in between for him. But I mean, it kind of makes sense because there's so many places you can throw the ball in San Francisco all year. I mean, it's not just Kittle. Because you like fantasy wise anyway, you like the tight end in a and yeah, there's a touchdown I'm seeing for Cincinnati now. So you like the tight end in offenses that they have to check down a lot, but there's so many weapons in San Francisco. It's like Kittle is. It's like if they choose to highlight him for over the course of a game, they will. But if not, you've got 12 other guys you can throw the ball to. So sometimes it's not. He's not. He's never really been. At least not for the last couple of years, anyway. He's never really been like the premier pass catcher for the Niners.
I wish in our our fantasy league we could have done a flex spot, not just a tight end, wide receiver, or running back, but you could have put a quarterback in there too. That would have been a lot more fun. I thought. I wish we could have did that, but it was a 1 QB league. It was what it was.
Oh, I thought for a minute he missed the fucking extra point. I was going to be like, what? What the hell?
Because if we could have put a quarterback in that flex spot, I would have had Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts before I traded him off, and as both of my quarterbacks at the same time. It would have been crazy. Would have been even better than I did. So, but that's life. So, what you gonna do? So we got a tie ball game here going into the 4th. This thing can go either way. Yeah. This is some football, boys.
Let's see. What did I want to do? That's what I want to do. I wanted to go into our derailed football. Start putting together exactly who might be interested.
I looked on my Fantrax, and it wasn't on there the other day. The league was gone.
It might be that fantasy seasons have wrapped up. They wrapped up 3 weeks ago, so it might just be
that's what I'm saying.
Cycling.
Yeah. Because I was going to get a screenshot of it, but it was already gone. Murder Mystery 2 by Netflix with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Trailer tomorrow that just sent on this commercial.
Oh yeah, one of the things I was going to talk about is I was reading a tweet earlier. The trailers that we're supposed to be getting for the Super Bowl, we're supposed to be getting the first full trailer for the Marvels, which has got me kind of excited. I liked Captain Marvel more than a lot of people. It was a fun 90s buddy cop action romp. I thought it was a good movie. It was a good way to introduce the character of Captain Marvel before she came into the MCU. Also, I really liked Miss Marvel. I thought that was a lot of fun. That show was fun to watch. Best Marvel stuff they've ever done? No, not even a little. But it was a really comfortable, really fun show to get into. It's a nice way of doing like a YA version of something Marvel like. You know what I mean? Right. But, and I'm interested to see because a lot of the near future for for the MCU is going to be set in space and stuff. So this is going to be an important movie to kind of help show us where all that's going to be going. Also, we're supposed to be getting new trailers for. I think we're getting another trailer for Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see if I can.
I've heard rumors that Flash was going to have a trailer in it as well.
Yeah, well, the one I had read. Let me see if I
seen
like that tweet or something.
I seen Frank that was gonna be on Super Bowl Sunday. I think.
Well, we'll figure. I don't think I like the tweet. I wish I would have. But we're also supposed to be getting the first full trailer for Secret Wars, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in that show. I'm curious to see how they play that out. I mean, realistically, I think Secret Wars could be Infinity War and Endgame level movies. I mean, it should have been, but they did it as a show. So
Discussing Film says on their Twitter account 7 hours ago that it is 2 weeks from today, the Super Bowl. We're also going to be getting trailers for The Flash and Fast X, which I could give a flying fuck about Fast and Furious. I'm trying to find the one tweet that... Yeah, another one.
Oh, God.
Let's see, Marvel is saying that the Marvels trailer is expected to debut during the Super Bowl.
I don't really care about that film.
I'm trying to find the one specific tweet.
First down, Kansas City.
We're going to be getting the first Fast and the Furious trailer, the Fast X trailer. We're getting a Flash trailer. We're getting a new Guardians 3 trailer and a new Indiana Jones and the Ocarina of Time, whatever the hell it is. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the name.
I can't even remember the subtitle for the Indiana Jones. Something about time, I know.
The Dial of Time, or Dial of Destiny. Dial of Destiny is all.
Dial of Destiny, yeah. I don't think I know they're not going to do this, but I wish they would do less trailers. Honestly, it would be better. I mean,
historically, that was where you got a lot of big trailers. I mean, from the mid '80s up until the rise of the internet, that was a great place for movie trailers. They would. I mean, because you've got a bajillion people all over the world watching the Super Bowl, so you go ahead and spend $5 million on the airtime to drop this trailer for the new Star Trek movie or Star Wars movie or whatever. Nowadays, that's changed a lot because the internet's changed things. So you can.
Well, so I was going to say, all they got to do now is drop it on YouTube, and it takes care of itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, Ted.
Oh, Mahomes goes down, but he gets the ball off for almost a first down. No, not even. They just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Apparently, we're going to be getting a Loki season 2 trailer as well.
Oh,
that's good. That's going to make Jeremy awfully happy.
I was going to say, Grim Tuesday will be wearing his alligator hand and crown for that thing.
I've heard we're getting another John Wick trailer as well. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, they've been playing a John Wick Chapter 4 trailer a few times today.
Yeah, we'll get a new one.
Yeah.
I can't find the exact tweet that I was looking at, but
Frank, are we getting a new onesie this year?
A new what?
Onesie.
WandaVision?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think we're getting another season of WandaVision. Yeah,
Didn't they kill her off in that Doctor Strange movie, though? Or this version of her or whatever?
Yeah, but, I mean...
I mean,
that's the thing about this whole multi-dimensional thing.
Yeah. Some other version will pop up, I know, but...
It's like... I think that's one of the reasons why they did what they did with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is they're trying to they're trying to open up the possibility to bring back some characters that have died. I mean, because I've already heard that they've been in talks with both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans to come back in some capacity. I like now. I've heard people float the idea of Robert Downey Jr. coming back not as a human but as like an AI, so he'd be the new Jarvis. I kind of like that idea. That's kind of weird, but
that might be okay. That might be all right, actually.
I've heard rumors that they're trying to bring Chris Evans back in some capacity for the Captain America, whatever the hell's coming up, Captain America 4. I don't know what it's called. I forget.
New World Order.
Yeah, New World Order. That either for that or for some other thing, that there's some way that they might try to bring him back. So that's what happens is they end up, you open up this multiverse to where you can go back and do exactly what they did with what's her name, with Gamora. It's like, she died in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Bring her back in Endgame through some time travel shit. And it's like, you make the death, you kind of ruin the death. You know what I mean? It's like when you kill that character in a really emotional, meaningful way, and then 2 movies later, you're like, oh, this person's not dead anymore. You kind of ruin the, you take away the impact of that character's loss. So,
honestly, if they're going to bring back an Iron Man, they need to do like the Tom Cruise version of Iron Man, or somebody else playing the role. If it were me, do an alternate world version, just so there's a difference.
Yeah, I don't even want to do that either. Move on from the characters. I mean, because that's one of the big questions about what was I thinking of? I went to look at the score and lost my train of thought.
We're tied up 20-20 in the fourth quarter with 10:29 to play.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's not just Marvel. What else has been dealing with this?
DC?
No, not DC. No, DC's got a whole other problem to deal with.
So, DC shit in the bed in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you thinking
of? I forget. I was in the middle of looking at a bunch of stuff, and I went to check over the score and lost my train of thought. But yeah.
They can go for it.
What's that?
They can go for it.
Are they going to go for it? Probably.
No.
Well, we've got a holding call against Cincinnati, so that's going to help them out a little bit here.
They can punt the ball.
It was a fourth down, but now they got a holding against them. Oh, that was he was on him like a cheap prom date. He was holding him like he wanted to kiss him. Give a fresh set of downs to Kansas City Chiefs here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this whole Marvel thing, they're going to have to do something huge. Like,
they are.
Obviously, this is rumor, but I mean, I've been hearing some pretty credible people say that Galactus is going to be the main villain of the Fantastic Four film, and it's going to take place in space. Which I hope that's true, because that sounds really freaking cool. But are they ballsy enough to start with one of the biggest villains of the whole thing, or do they build up to it? You know what I mean? I hope it's true, but I'm not sure I believe it. That's all I'm saying. Kelsey goes down. Third and 9 for Kansas City. 9:30 to play.
The Bengals copy about something.
Schleppy said it's the dialysis of destiny.
What'd Schleppy say?
I couldn't remember the name of the subtitle for the new Indiana Jones. He said the dialysis of destiny.
Indiana Jones and the whole Life Alert, something along those lines.
Indiana Jones and joining of the AARP.
Indiana Jones has dinner at 4:30 in the afternoon. There you go. I just really, really hope that rumor that's going around about Indiana Jones and this new lady character is really not true, because that would ruin the entire franchise. I'm not even going to say what the rumor is because I hope it's false, but it's not good.
I've already heard some rumors about the new Scream movie too.
I've heard some things about Scream. I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. I'm really looking forward to this film. But the thing with Scream is they purposefully put out like 3 to 5 scripts and multiple cuts with multiple, like, I think it was in Scream 3, they shot different people as killers and they never even used those scenes. Like, they intentionally did that. So even the people in the film wouldn't know who the actual killers were. Like, they went that far. So, but that's why I like the Scream franchise. They go pretty hard with it. Cool.
That's not unheard of in films. I mean, some films where the last like 5 or 10 minutes is crucial to the way you view the whole thing. That's something they've done. I mean, hell, look at I'm drawing a fucking blank. J.J. Abrams. You know who runs his security on his sets? A guy that used to be on presidential detail for the Secret Service.
Really?
So he tries really, really hard to protect the secrets and the spoilers and shit like that, because he doesn't want the stuff to get out, because he knows what it does. It can ruin the film going experience.
Right. Well, I know in Halloween 2018 came out, there was a whole entire different ending to that film. Michael didn't burn up in the house like he did. There's this big showdown between Michael and Laurie out in the front yard of her house, but it tested so poorly that they had to go back and reshoot the whole thing. And then, obviously we got the ending that we did. But there's all kinds of stuff like that.
I would love to get into a test screening. It's one of the few things I've never done. But I mean, I don't live in LA or New York, so odds are I'm never going to get a chance to go to a test screening early.
I've never been to a test screening, but I have been to midnight premieres like the day before. I have done that.
Well, I've been to one of the things they've been doing for bigger movies lately is they've been doing the special event premieres. So like if a movie comes out on Thursday, they'll have a special event premiere that you can get on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Because I went to the special event premiere, me and Jennifer and my buddy Aaron. I got us tickets to go to the one for Endgame, and me and Aaron went to the one for the last Star Wars movie, the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. We went to that's actually how I got this thing right here. That was our badge that we got for it. It came with like a free popcorn and some other crap. But
cool.
And I got these, actually, I've been meaning to buy these coin holder things for them, but I got these coins for Avengers Endgame. One's purple, one's gold. And
cool.
I got these special coins, and we went to that, and you get like a badge and stuff like that too. So yeah, I mean, those are kind of cool to go to. The one kind of early screening that I got to go to was the first Aquaman. We actually got to go. We actually got to go to a screening like 2 weeks earlier that they were offering for Amazon Prime members. And when I saw that online, I talked to Jennifer. I was like, "Hey, let's use our Prime membership and go see this shit 2 weeks early." And we actually got to go to a special screening at the local Regal 2 weeks early for the first Aquaman film, which is kind of cool. But that was before I was doing YouTube kind of full time. That was when I was just kind of getting things started. So,
yeah, the first one I ever got to go to was for Friday the 13th in 2009 when it came out. A buddy of mine was working in the theater, and somehow he got a couple extra, premiere ticket things, whatever. It didn't come in with any of like the coins or the badges or whatever, but it had more of like a fancy printed ticket with it. We got to go see it a full like 18 hours before anybody else did around here. It was pretty cool. There was like maybe 20 of us in the theater. It was fun. I always like going to the midnight on like a Thursday for big films because people always show up. It's a lot of fun. Once I would like to go, I've always wanted to go to like a Scream movie where everybody's in the Ghostface costume like they have in the actual movie. I think that would be so fun to go see.
I've been to a midnight showing of Rocky Horror.
I'm not a musical guy. I can't do Rocky Horror. I've seen it.
Well, honestly, you don't go to the midnight showings for the movie. You go for
you go for the crowd. Yeah, you go for the crowd.
It was a little much for me. I was like, I would have been just fine to go there and watch the movie and like. I mean, it's one thing for people to like be in costume, but like some of these, but some of these people were like, they weren't just dressed up. It's like they were throwing raw hot dogs around, and I'm like, this is a bit. This is kind of getting a little bit beyond what I want. It's like the costumes and the cosplay is one thing, but they were throwing Frankfurters around, and I was like, I don't really know about all this. There was obviously like, because the movie's so big amongst the gay community, there was a lot of like hardcore.
So I was going to say, there's a lot of gay.
Yeah, guys and ass chaps. I mean, I can handle it, but I'm like, it's not really my scene, you know.
Yeah,
so I probably won't go to another one of those ever again. It was an experience to be sure, but it's probably not something I'll do ever again. It was not really my
scene. I had an ex that was really into Rocky Horror, and I watched it once, and I was like, I don't ever need to see this movie again.
Don't get me wrong, I love the movie. I always have, and I always will. But it's like just the whole midnight showing where they make a big spectacle out of it. I'm like, I think I did it once. I got the experience. I'm good.
I don't ever need to see Pennywise the Clown in drag. That's not something I ever wanted to see. So, that ain't my kind of rodeo. So, no, thank you.
Gotta love Tim Curry, though.
God bless Tim Curry. The man's a legend. I mean, still terrifying. It's so many roles. Like, it's. Have you ever seen the episode of the Batman the Animated Series where he was voicing the Joker before Mark Hamill?
I've heard some of the stuff. I've never actually watched it. I don't watch
completely different vibe as Joker. Completely different. It's crazy.
Big first down run by Burrow.
Yeah, we got a 2nd and 3 with 7:21 left on the clock. 20 all.
Bengals are trying to drive.
Oh, yeah. They're giving them hell.
You know, for the way this game started for the Bengals, I'm not going to lie. This is a good game. I mean, it looked like the Bengals weren't really in it at first. It looked like they didn't have their footing. It looked like Kansas City had their shit together. But the Bengals have managed to get their shit together and make this a game.
Oh, yeah. That one hit. Do y'all see this one? He beams him right in the dog. I bet you wish he had that one back.
I am setting down and set team right now.
Joe Burrow drops back for a 3rd and 3, going deep, and picked off Kansas City. Wow. KC ball. Turnover late.
Damn.
Man.
You can't waste your possessions like this. Late in this game like this.
He goes for the deep ball. He's throwing into double coverage, too. Why did he throw him that ball? There had to be somebody else open. One receiver bats it up and the other one gets it. Man. He went for it all on that one.
I'm about ready to watch the play right now. He's probably throwing to Jamar Chase. Whenever they do stuff like that, they're going to Chase. Oh, no, they didn't. There was T. Higgins. Oh, so it was batted up. Oh, okay.
You can't have turnovers late in the game and try to recover from it, especially in
a tie game, because they can use a lot of time up going downfield. They're at their what?
I mean, think about it.
Now?
Turnovers are what it's what helped cost San Francisco in the early game. Yeah,
why?
what I'm talking about.
Why would there with 50 better.
He threw that way behind his receiver, too. We get a first down Kansas City at about the 30-yard line.
Are they giving him like forward progress? Because he went down inside the 15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot you're like a play ahead of me.
Yeah. No.
I'm with you.
I'm in the future. So.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't voted in the poll yet, I mean, at this point, it's kind of anybody's game. But I've got a poll in the chat.
Kansas City's got almost 300 passing yards. Cincinnati barely got 200. For this to be a tie ball game, Kansas City's outplayed them. I will say that.
Yeah.
We've got 30 voters today on the poll, and right now it's Chiefs with a 53% lead in the poll as to what you guys are saying is going to be. It's 53% going for the Chiefs, 47% saying the Bengals. I would imagine that's going to sway a lot more the people who have been holding their vote until the last second while this game ends.
Right.
But
shout out to everybody watching. Thank y'all for make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, do all the things.
Yeah, we've been in double digits for most of the stream, which I can't complain about that at all. So
hell yeah.
Thanks to all you guys for coming to hang out with us tonight. We very much appreciate it. Added a couple of subscribers today too. So there was somebody else that subscribed didn't pop up on the thing. So whoever you are, welcome. We usually talk about movies and stuff like that, do movie reviews, talk about TV and news, but today it's all about football, baby.
Hey, it's that time of year, man. Here in a couple of weeks, we'll be doing something for the Super Bowl too. So it's, hopefully we can get Gatekeeper Drew back over here and make fun of Casey some more, and maybe who knows what. We got the J-Man reject over here down in the bottom, or his clone, or whatever he says he is. We'll make sure to get the whole Pee Wee's Playhouse. Can you buy those jerseys that have the hand warmers made into them, or is that just for players? I've never seen those for sale.
Well, I'm sure you can find them somewhere. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can buy them. They're really just like fanny packs that go around your waist. They have a whole they're little strap that ties on.
But Nike makes them now where they're made into the jerseys though. Like it's got
some of the jerseys do have like hoodie pockets on them, like on the side.
Yeah.
If you're talking about those, I don't know if you can buy those anywhere or not. That'd be pretty fucking dope though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that'd be perfect for like winter gear. You know what I'm saying? Like if if you could go to the Nike Pro Shop for your team or whoever and buy, a Cowboy or Niner jersey with that hand pockets in there, that'd be neat.
I wonder if I can find those somewhere.
I mean, the NFL sells literally everything else. I'm sure they can buy those too.
Ooh. Oh. A bit rough.
Yeah, they sell the hand warmers, the little fanny pack things that go on. They sell those.
Yeah.
But I have seen
a good brother.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Cincinnati can pull this off. That's something.
I'm rooting for them. I'd like to see him get in there.
Too.
Although it would be cool to see Andy Reid playing his old team in the Super Bowl, though. That storyline writes itself. Either way, whoever wins this, I'm rooting for them just because I can't root for the Eagles.
Jerseys will go men's jerseys.
Men's jerseys with pockets or whatever the hell.
These are basically just shirts. They're not really jerseys. I don't really know why.
Holding, Kansas City.
Of course, the only ones they're showing right now are the fucking Eagles.
course.
Yeah.
Is it possible that I want a different team or just a general view?
I wouldn't wipe my ass with an Eagles jersey, much less do anything else.
Yeah, I don't know why it's running me right to the Eagles stuff. I want.
Probably because they just won the NFC conference game.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's weird. It sent me to like directly to Philadelphia Eagles Pro Shop. I
Really?
searched it. It was like, we're going to send you right to the Eagles Pro Shop now.
You got redirected, huh?
I guess. Or maybe I just clicked on something. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll just go to NFL.com. .com. Holding on Kansas City. Hell yeah. Send them back.
Well, I mean, we're tied up.
We're
We're tied at 20 with 2:36 left to play, and it's 4th and 8. Kansas City's about to punt the ball. Each team has 2 timeouts, so I mean, we're getting down to the wire here, y'all.
Yeah. I got 2
Punts up,
set on mine.
and it's out of bounds. Yep. It's out of bounds at about the 7, it looks like. Joe Burrow comes to take the field. In his career in the fourth quarter, he has 9 career winning drives.
Well, they need one right about now.
Who's to say, can they make it 10? You better hope for his sake. Cincinnati better hope for their sake. They got 93 yards to go to get there.
Yeah, these
Back
are
in the
jerseys.
gun.
They're just T-shirts.
First down, Cincinnati. Well, I know the last time I was at, I went to a Dallas Cowboy Pro Shop, like in person. They used to be able to like make custom jerseys there. You could put whatever name and number you wanted. Now they didn't even have that in stores. You have to do that online these days. So, I mean, some locations may have it, but the one I was at, and this was a major one. We're at the 2-minute warning. What do you think, Mikkel? How's this going to shake out? Is Joe Burrow going to lead a game-winning drive to win this, or who's taking it home? What's your bet? Are we going to overtime? What are you picking here?
I think overtime.
Going overtime?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Another
overtime.
Mario Brothers trailer.
I don't think it's going to overtime. I think this one ends in regulation somehow.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say Cincinnati gets a touchdown. KC gets it back, but they come up short. That's what I'll bet on. Somehow Joe Burrow gets it down the field and gets that 10th game-winning drive. We'll see. Well, they've been pushing the movie trailers hard. I've seen John Wick, Mario, Ant-Man, Cocaine Bear. They're really hitting them hard.
Well, you get cheaper advertising now. Only the biggest movies are going to go to.
Well, that's what I was going to ask was, what's the price difference in playoffs and Super Bowl?
Probably about $3 million an ad.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Last I checked, a 30-second spot at the Super Bowl goes for about anywhere from $5 to $8 million for 30 seconds.
Oh, Lord.
So, but you're looking at 1.5 for a 30-second ad for a game like this.
But surely, like a company like Pepsi that sponsors the halftime show and has multiple commercials, they probably give them a special cut rate or something.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's 5 to 8 million for 30 seconds.
More.
Period.
Jeez.
That's why you have like a lot of companies that advertise during the Super Bowl. That's the only that's the only advertising that you're going to get from that company for like a whole year. Like Budweiser does they'll put out 1 or 2 ads all year long, but they're big ads. Like one's a Super Bowl, another one might be I don't know, like
normally
whatever.
Christmas.
Well, Christmas, yeah, Super Bowl, yeah.
Because you get the Clydesdales and stuff.
They might do one big one, like if some big thing happens. Like I know they spent a lot of money really quick after like 9/11 when they did the whole thing where they had the Clydesdales walk up to the beach and like kneel with the lights in the background. They did that, but it's like other than that, they only put out really 2, maybe 3 new ads an entire year. So they spend. It's not like other places that are putting out a new commercial in a couple of weeks.
Right. Oh, Burrow lost the ball. Was he down? I think he was down already. They rolling him down by I think so. Let's see. Down.
Yeah, I'm not finding those jerseys. I know I've seen them before. I just don't know where you get them.
That'd be interesting. Like I said, that'd be cool for going to games in the cold weather. Though. Yeah. I'm sure you can buy them somewhere. Boy, they're giving Joe the business end of it here. They're whooping his butt. They're putting him on the ground, I tell you what. He just downs it, and they sling him to the ground.
Oh, he was definitely down. He was rolling over when that ball came out.
Yeah. I thought for a minute they may have given him a turnover. We got a penalty flag. I believe it's on Kansas City.
Ooh. Pumbo.
Oh, they're getting them on intentional grounding. Oh, on Burrow. Ooh. Let's go back and look at that play. Is there a receiver in the area? Nope.
Surprised they didn't get him for grounding on that play.
They did. They just got him.
Oh.
We got 1:12 left, tied up 20-20. Unless something big here happens, we're going overtime, y'all. Let's see, they'd have to get to what, about maybe the 35 to be in field goal range? Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know the range of I don't know the range of Cincinnati's kicker. I don't know how good they can do.
That kicker's actually pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's kind of underrated because, I mean, so many other kickers get the credit. The Bengals are really just kind of on the come up right now.
Right.
I went to the Bengals-Niners game last year, and he actually hit a field goal in overtime, actually, on the first drive, and the Niners actually ended up going down to score on the next drive to win the game. But he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
So so it wouldn't be too much to say he may be a 55 or 60 yarder. I
don't know. Well, I mean, 60, I don't quite know. 55, maybe, but he's good enough to where I feel like the Bengals are going to be confident to put it in his to put it on his foot as opposed to trying to let it go to overtime. I mean, really, you have no choice anyway. I mean, if you end up tied in the last play of the game, you either try to kick a field goal and maybe you make it and win, or you go to overtime anyway. So one way or another, they're going to something with Mikkel. I don't know.
One damn ball.
Throw that piece of shit against the wall. Fuck that fucker.
No. I need my ball.
We have our second charge timeout by the Kansas City Bengals with 48 to go. Second and 18.
Bengals? You sound kind of confused there. The Kansas City Bengals?
One of the two.
They're playing in Kansas City right now. They're the Bengals, so you know.
Right. The Cincinnati Bengals, not the Kansas City. But they're on the Cincinnati 35, trying to get down to that field goal range. Oh, 3rd and 8.
You guys keep track of this, and I'll be right back.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we're down to 44 seconds here. You know, if they don't want to keep this thing from going overtime, you know, if Cincinnati wants to punch their ticket to
Super Bowl.
biggest spectacle of the year, the Super Bowl. Time to man up, play some big boy football.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do here. Go from the shotgun for it. Going for it. Oh, Burrow goes down. Kansas City bringing that heat on him again. It's like at the beginning of this game. Dang. 4th down. They got to kick it away.
I know that is down at 8.
Yeah, well, you're about to see Joe Burrow eat some grass. I'll tell you what, Kansas City's got a hell of a defense today, man. They are bringing it.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, if they end up winning this game, Joe Burrow's going to feel it in the morning because they beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Burrow will have 2 weeks to shake it off. He'll be fine. Go take an ice bath. Go get one of those bath bombs that what's the name Mahomes uses in the commercials.
Yeah, where he's and then the guy with the saxophone comes up. Yeah, that's very, very questionable commercial when you look at it, but you know, all good. All right, he receives the punt, runs it out to the 40, 45, almost to the 50. Good return.
Damn.
They got 30 seconds, 1 timeout. 1st and 10, almost on the 50. Do the Chiefs got the mojo to get down and kick a field goal or score the touchdown? They're not far from field goal range at this point.
In my own too.
Huh?
It Pat with my home too.
Yeah. Mahomes is coming back from the shotgun. Let's see if they can't get him a touchdown. He dumps it off to the running back. Give him about 5. Clock stays running. Timeout, Kansas City. They're not in field goal range yet. They're going to have to.
Not quite yet.
They're going to have to get about maybe 20 more yards to get in that field goal range, I'd say.
Ooh, good run back, though.
The voting stayed pretty steady. We've got 52% of the people saying Chiefs, 47% saying Bengals. We've added, I think, 1 or 2 votes since I last checked.
There you go.
It looks like maybe both of those votes went for the Chiefs, but then again, it's
maybe
as we get farther and farther down this game, it starts to look like the Chiefs. So all those people who are waiting to see who wins before they vote.
Right. I mean, we're sitting on the 50-yard line with 21 seconds and no timeouts. It's a 2nd and 4. They've got about 20 to get to a realistic field goal try. So, you know, Patrick Mahomes can be a hero here, or he can just take another hit, just like that. 3rd and 4, Kansas City. 17 on the clock.
Let's go Bengals. It's the only way that this weekend's going to be salvageable for me.
Are there many 49er fans where you live, or are you kind of rare?
Oh, well, I live just north of Cincinnati, so I mean, the 49ers are one of those teams that people will jump on the bandwagon when they're doing well, and they've been doing well. So, but there's a lot of love that goes back and forth between the Bengals and the Niners.
Oh, we got a Cincinnati Bengals down hurt on the side of the field. Mahomes went for a run, and the Bengal went with him, and he ran into the bench. Oh, dang. Yeah, I figured there was a lot of I figured everywhere had 49er fans, kind of like everywhere has Cowboy fans kind of thing. Like, that's just one of those teams that's well represented across the country.
Yeah, my mom, she a 49er fan.
Kind of like Green Bay. You'll find Packer fans across the country. It's just one of those things.
Well, because people like to bandwagon jump. So whenever a team is doing well, all these people are suddenly going to become fans. And when they start sucking again, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm on to this team now. Kind of like how everybody was a Patriots fan for a while. Until they started not doing well.
I had never seen a Seattle Seahawks fan in real life where I live until they started winning and getting to the Super Bowl. Then all of a sudden, everybody had a Seahawks jersey. It's like, you people didn't even know this team existed prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kansas City's sending out the field goal team. I'm not sure how long the attempt is yet, but we've got 8 seconds on the clock. It's a 45-yard attempt. Can Kansas City pull it off?
45 yards is very makeable, so.
There we go. Snap. Kicks up. Kansas City wins.
Damn.
Well, there's 3 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to kick off.
Yeah, but I mean, this whole thing with laterals and fucking bullshit.
Oh, I know.
It works like once every 10 years. And yeah, it's been a while, so maybe we're due, but whatever.
Right. Just saying, there will be a kickoff, but if it stands, Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl.
Do you guys watch the New England Vegas game video when they did that play and the other team got the ball?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I was typing. I didn't quite.
The New England Patriots and the Vegas Raiders.
The Patriots and the Raiders?
I didn't watch that game.
Yeah, when that guy did the dumb play.
The dumb play against the Patriots and the Raiders? I don't know. I don't remember any of that.
It was like week 16, I think.
I didn't watch any. The only Raider game I watched was when Dallas played them, and I didn't watch any Patriot games. So I didn't see either of them.
Oh, well, they were tied, and they
kicks off. Cincinnati's running. Oh, here comes the first lateral. And he's still up, and he's down this ball. Okay. Kansas City actually picked the lateral off. Yeah, that's final.
That's one of the reasons I don't like that play. If you're going to return it, just return it. Just block.
Right.
You have way more kick returns for touchdowns on the standard plays than you ever do on that nonsense about laterals and shit like that. It's also dumb. You need so many things to go your way, and they hardly ever do.
Well, Kansas City and Philadelphia will meet each other in Arizona for the Super Bowl in 2 weeks, y'all. So Andy Reid's going to another one.
I mean, the bigger story out of this game is that Kansas City finally shook the monkey of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes finally beat Joe Burrow. I mean, I was wrong. I thought the streak would continue, but obviously he broke it.
Yeah. The
Heck
game
of a
is
ball
over.
game, man.
Final score: Cincinnati
23 to
Kansas
20.
City 23, Cincinnati 20. Kind of a bummer. That's not what I
Yeah.
wanted. The exact two opposite teams that I wanted.
Well, that's like they said. That's why they play the games. You know what I mean?
But oh well. Thanks to all 32 of you that voted in the poll on
Yeah.
YouTube. We all guessed wrong. 53. We actually 46% of us guessed wrong. 53% of you had the Chiefs. 46% had the Bengals. That's only the difference of like 2 votes. So I mean,
Right.
it was every bit as close in the poll as it was in the actual game. So yeah, that's it. So now we're looking at. I don't know who the official home team was going to be in the Super Bowl. I don't know who it was last year, but we're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid going up against his old team, the Philadelphia Eagles, for Super Bowl.
I'll go.
Whatever the hell.
I think I'm going to take Kansas City to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, me too. But the Eagle.
Yeah, the exact 2 opposite teams that I wanted, but that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. I like how you know what's trending on Twitter right now? #NFL rigged.
Well, see, technically Dallas did make it to the Super Bowl because Kansas City used to be the Dallas Texans, right? So technically, Dallas just made it to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm going to go with. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, by God.
Yeah.
Breaking 911 is tweeting. It says Super Bowl set. Who you got, Chiefs or Eagles? I just said I don't care. Should be an option. My buddy Sean is saying investigate every official did this game. There were calls that
start checking the bank accounts. Who got paid today?
Well, I mean, you know what though? Ultimately, you still have to go produce. I mean, what I always told my players when I was coaching, it's like you can after the game look at all that, but in the end, it's like you had to make your plays. You had to hit this ball at this point. You had to make this play at this point to make the officials to make whatever the officials say not relevant. So whatever. But yeah, Super Bowl is officially set. It is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Unfortunately for everybody who watches football outside of those 2 cities, but you know, whatever.
Well, I guess congratulations to Kansas City, and Philadelphia can go fuck themselves. So.
Yeah.
See, looking at this, going back to the NFC game for a minute, there's this article on KNBR's website about Brock Purdy explains the nature of his injury to his throwing elbow. Let me pull this up so we can get a little bit of background. The 49ers hopes the NFC Championship would get ended. Purdy was knocked out in the first quarter in a strip sack. My arm felt like it stretched out, Purdy said post-game. Really a lot of shocks all over from my elbow down to my wrist, front and back, just pain really all over. Purdy said at this time he doesn't know the severity of the injury, but that he's getting an MRI tomorrow to find out. It's a little swollen in the forearm area, and that's all I know, man. I'm still in pain, obviously. Purdy also confirmed he couldn't throw the ball, which is something he told Kyle Shanahan before he had to take over for Josh Johnson, who himself was knocked out with a concussion. So that's why Johnson left. I knew that he was under concussion protocol, but I didn't know official yet. He had been throwing after the hit occurred on the sideline just to see where I was at. Purdy said even in those throws, it was painful. I couldn't throw anything over 10 yards, 5 yards. That's why we just had some screens. That's really our only option when I went back in. So that was kind of an idea of what happened to Purdy, some kind of an arm strain of some kind of the elbow.
So that means San Francisco had 4 quarterbacks hurt in the same season.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And still went to the NFC title game, son. You name me one other team in NFL history that could have gone to an NFC title game with a third-string quarterback playing most of their games.
I'm curious. Honestly, I hope Brock Purdy keeps the QB job because I want to see how he does next season. I want to see, was this rookie luck or is he legit?
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. I honestly hope that he keeps the starting job just to find out next season. Prove it. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I want to see that.
Yeah, trying to cruise Twitter to see what they're saying. So, oh yeah, both the Kelsey brothers are going against each other in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Travis Kelsey, his brother is a lineman, a defensive lineman, I think, for the Eagles.
Eagle.
There we go. Yeah, it'll be a family reunion, and Andy Reid will get to stand across from them filthy, filthy Eagle players. So, some might call him even subpar, subhuman, just, mongoloid almost.
Let's read some of these NFL rigged tweets. Huge block in the back missed by NFL rigged refs, bottom of the screen at the 45. This was from the Chiefs-Bengals game. Let's see. Barstool Cincinnati is saying NFL rigged. Of course, they're going to say that if they're Cincinnati fans. Players, best Chiefs player right now. They're showing a picture of the referee. Bengals got robbed tonight. Worst officiated game I've ever seen, says Drew Woods on Twitter. The ref missed 3 holds on the KCO line. You know what? Holding happens every play. I mean, it's just a matter of what gets called.
There is holding and pass interference on every play of football. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
No holding on Chiefs, no roughing the passer on Chiefs, phantom pass interference on perfect coverage on Bengals, NFL rigged, says Christopher Walker. Somebody named Colton says, NFL is so rigged, you give them an extra play, we stop them again. You have the balls to call a hold, give me a fucking break. Rest gives Chief a second try on third down with a mysterious whistle. Maybe because I wasn't watching with the sound on, I didn't catch some of this stuff. But
yeah, there may have been. I mean, yeah, it very well could be.
Let's see. NFL rigged. Watch number 65. I'm watching this clip here. Maybe. I don't know. All the Bengals fans coming to Twitter to tweet NFL rigged, and it's showing a bunch of people in the stampede. That's kind of funny. Let's see. A soft penalty against the Bengals to extend the Chiefs' drive after a third down stop. Color me shocked. NFL rigged. This game is rigged at NFL. I'm not even a Bengals fan, but there needs to be an investigation on the refs of this game. I feel like that's become like the easy out, though. If there's a play that you don't like, it's like NFL's rigged.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, even after after every big game, there's somebody out there that's hollering. And I mean, even I've done it myself. I do believe there are, to an extent, a somewhat of a control level that the NFL operates within their games. I think it's more in effect than sometimes than others, but I mean, nothing you can do about it. Even if it is rigged and it's all fake like wrestling, what are you going to do? I mean, it's the NFL. They're going to do whatever they want to do. So.
Yeah, let's see. Damn, NFL rigged is trending worldwide. That game was absolutely horrible. Bengals were robbed by the refs tonight. Let's see. Everybody putting up the same shit. A picture of the referee saying MVP of the AFC Championship game. There's like 300 of those memes I've already seen. Let's see. NFL rigged. We're just going to ignore this obvious hold. Well, I mean, there's obvious hold on every play if you want to be nitpicky about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you're just going to Chiefs.
Like I said,
and
holding the pass interference on
play. That was the worst officiating game ever. NFL rigged to the absolute max. This is unreal. If I was a Bengals fan, I'd be losing my fucking mind. Yeah. That may have been the worst official interference in the NFL history. Total horseshit. Best Chiefs player right now. A picture of the ref. Best Chiefs player right now. A picture of the ref. The most NFL. I don't know if I get this one. Maybe the most NFL rigged moment of all time. Script writers are going to be getting major raises after this game. That's after Mahomes fumbled. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that could be part of the script if they needed to make it a tie game. I don't know. Let's see. Some girl is currently crying right now in a video. Tell me how the fuck you get second, third down play. Y'all money got play. I don't know. If you can't properly probably say
I think somebody's speaking with a ghetto slang there or something.
Yeah.
Remember, the NFL went to court to prove that they are not a sport but an entertainment business, just like the WWE. NFL rigged. Well,
hey, and like I said, if that's the case, guess what? You don't have to fucking watch it. You know, I've been saying for a long time that ever since Vegas and big money got involved, there's a control element to it, and I firmly believe that.
yeah, it is. People are. I've been scrolling this page for like a solid 10 minutes now, and I'm still into tweets that are like a minute old because so many people are going to Twitter about this shit right now.
And I guarantee you, every one of them had a sports bet on FanDuel or whatever their betting side is. They just lost money on it. So.
Let's see. Brock Purdy suffered a UCL injury per report.
A UCL? What is that?
That's I think it's an inside ligament of your elbow.
Jeez. That's gnarly.
Not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure if he hasn't done it already, I'm pretty sure that Brian Sutter has already done a video about this on his YouTube channel.
I've never watched his YouTube channel, I don't think.
He's actually really, really interesting. He doesn't just talk about he talks about the actual medical side of the injury. So it's like he has this computer program he uses where he'll actually show like the elbow and he'll move around them. He'll take out the muscles and stuff like that to show you the tendons and what they do and how they work and what that kind of what an injury to that thing could mean. The other injuries that it could cause, that kind of thing. He's actually really informative.
Oh wow. Hey, there you go. I mean, it's, there's all kinds of people who can break. I mean, it's very informative stuff to learn, especially for a football fan that wouldn't normally know, you know what I mean? That's cool. But I'm going to get off of here. I need to go to the bathroom. So it's been fun and it's been real. But,
I think it's a good time to go ahead and end the stream there anyway. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I very much appreciate it. Again, it looks like we're going Kansas City and Philadelphia for the Super Bowl. Not much going on in the chat other than you guys just reacting. See, Frederico says you're welcome. Thank you for everything, guys. I really appreciate it. Sleppy, thanks for coming around. Schlepp, really appreciate it. Haven't had a chance to talk to Schleppy as much as I'd like to since Drew went to All Gaming. But Schleppy, you're always welcome to come on here whenever we do streams like this. Flame Legend says this game is pissing me off. Yeah, you and every other Bengals fan, my friend. But yeah, thanks to all you. Costanza, thank you so much. All these other people that were in here. Insane Root. Thanks to Drew for coming and hanging out. Thanks to Casey for coming in. EJ, thank you so much. TSS. I know I'm missing a bunch of people that are in here, but thanks to all you guys. Butterfly, thank you so very much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you to Mikkel. Thank you to my man Tex for coming to hang out with us tonight. I appreciate it. Sure. It's been fun. It's been a long day. This was going to be a long streaming day. I knew it going into it, but I'm very, very glad. Very, very glad. Thank you guys very much. We will be back Thursday afternoon, unless James got actually dropped. So thanks to all you guys for hanging out. Last physical prompt will happen at some point. I'll figure it out. Right now, I've been creating for most of the last 8 hours. Thanks to all of you guys very much. You guys get next stream. Until then, adios.
Bye.
See y'all later.